Here's a better question. How many of them are maxed to the limit? What's the interest rate on those? 16%, 18, some as high as 22%? Hey, it's Russell. I know there's someone listening right now who feels like they're trapped. Their credit cards are maxed. They can't even make the minimum payments. They've piled up and you need help. Maybe you've lost your job. You're behind on the payments. And now the debt collectors are calling every day. Want some help? Jerry Givens can help. Jerry's been helping East Tennesseans for years get back on track, get their debt under control, or even eliminated. Jerry Givens knows what laws are out there to help protect you. These problems don't go away because you ignore the calls or letters. Trust me, they actually get worse, much worse. Jerry Givens has helped thousands of people by stopping those calls and letters. Get their peace of mind. Stop living in fear. It's no fun. Call today to set up your free consultation. 865-801-9250. That's 865-801-9250. Stop the calls by making a call. 865-801-9250.
WKGN 1340. Go Vols!
You're tuned in to East Tennessee's premier sports radio call-in show. This is The Drive.
Good afternoon and welcome to another stellar edition of The Drive here on Fanrun Radio. Russell Smith punching the time clock at 3:02 on an Overreaction Monday edition of the show. We welcome you in alongside Bob Baskerville, Bear through the glass this afternoon, where apparently he has conscripted young Garrett to assist him.
He's just helping the drive out get started, being a good teammate here at Fanrun, Russ.
Because for the second week in a row, Walker Smith has called in sick on a Monday. Now, as I always like to remind people, Derek Dooley once said, some 15 years or so ago, quote, "Nobody gets sick on a Monday."
Feels mighty convenient.
What an idiot.
I mean, I stood up for my guy the last time this happened.
2 weeks in a row. I mean, I don't know, like one time that had to have been a lot. I have it on good authority. I have eyewitness boots on the grounds reports that Walker did not look well this morning, which I think calls into question the validity of last week's illness. And this is the, I always tell my kids, if you're going to fake being sick, which is something that we've all done, right? I mean, like every single person has.
100%.
Boss, I can't make it in. I don't know. Oh, my spleen. You have to recognize you are playing with fire because you fake being sick. It almost always ends up with you being real sick shortly thereafter.
Yeah.
And you shouldn't tempt fate.
That's it. The karma will get you.
Instant karma is going to get
it's
you.
either that or, I was asking Bob, does the kid just not wash his hands before he eats?
Well, I'm a little bit worried because I feel a little surrounded now. I've got a sick kid at home. And Saturday, after the thrilling overtime win over Mississippi State, I shared a warm and loving embrace with Walker Smith. I mean, I got in there. It was the real thing, buddy. So, I mean, we were showing.
Why were you in?
Yeah.
I mean,
We were happy, man. We were excited. We were showing each other love. We were coming together.
This was this after VR and everything else?
No, yes, Bob. It was
in the
late.
parking lot at Waffle House.
Bear had left. We had a tender moment, Walker and I, and
locked eyes through the glass.
Yes, and we held each other tightly.
Wow.
In the cold morning
now,
air.
Things did get pretty rowdy. I'm more of a fist bumper and a high fiver, though. I'm not really a hugger. So
it is what it is. So I feel good now. I mean, we'll see what happens, what the future holds. Bob, I'm really interested to hear your thoughts. Baron Walker and I went at it hard on Saturday night with voluntary reaction. We have not heard from Baskerville. So I'm interested to hear your thoughts on the game. And specifically, I'm interested to hear your thoughts on, is it okay to be hypercritical of a winning effort on the road in this league? Because that was kind of a recurring theme of the post-game show. There were some people who were still upset. There were some people who were like, hey, we won. Like, let's just be happy about it. And it did have some echoes of the Philip Fulmer era when you went 9-3 in 2007 and made the SEC championship game, and yet some people were not satisfied.
Wait, there was a game?
Yes.
On Saturday?
Yes. I mean, we missed you down there at Barley's. It's a good time. Shout out to everybody who was at the watch party. Full house down there. I had to get out of there at halftime, obviously, to make it back for post game, but I'm told that there were a lot of loving embraces shared as time expired down in the old city.
It's a little creepy. No, I as far as the game goes, here's where I net out. I was frustrated throughout. Some of the very things that we said could not happen happened, and we let them hang around. And you tell me, boys,
we wriggled off the hook.
Yeah, and what I was going to say was, how many moments in that fourth quarter were you like, we're done? I could count a few for me. Off the fake punt, I was like, okay, that's it, man. That's it.
I actually was on my way here, Bob, turned off the radio and didn't get to hear it.
Oh,
live.
no.
Yeah. I mean,
I was despondent.
Talk about atonement. Boy, next play, right?
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, I very, very frustrated, but I was of the mind by the end. It's like, look, that Mississippi State team they're going to cause problems for a lot of teams in the conference. I'm not sure they're going to win many games, but they're going to be in most of their games. I believe that. That said, you survive, you advance, win by any means necessary. All those, old trite little cliches that we say. We did
those trite cliches that we say that are so true.
They're true. They're true.
Yes.
So I'm okay at this point with the win. However, any sort of disappointment that I had in that game, that's gone. I have now moved on to concern about other games because got to tell you, man, next road game's in Tuscaloosa, and I am telling you, based on what I saw Saturday night with Alabama, that is not a win that's in the bank, man. That is not. No, that's what it
was.
No, but there was a lot of talk about that right
off
the heels of Florida State. Bear, were you not like, oh man, we're going to cook them if that's who they are?
No, I really didn't.
I was, and I think most fans were, and they are not. Man, they are back, and they look good. And my point in all this is that doesn't mean we can't win that game, but my God, man, we have got to clean up some stuff and do it pretty quickly. That's all.
I'm just worried about this next one against Bobby Petrino in Arkansas. I am fully prepared to give up about 500 yards of total offense to them 2 weeks from now in Neyland Stadium.
It would be cool if we did him like the last time he was in Neyland Stadium and intercept the first, 4 or 5 passes.
Yeah. I mean, I know he cleaned house today, all this other stuff. The flip side with Arkansas is they're going to need to score 50 plus to win because their defense, I don't think they correct it in 2 weeks' time. I don't think it's going to happen. They're horrible on defense. Horrible. They gave up 650 yards to Notre Dame. So
they're not exact. I mean, they're good, but I wouldn't call them an offensive juggernaut.
They're top 10 nationally in total offense. They're about as good as we are.
Yeah. So
big time receiver, big time back, really good quarterback, and now they've got the Petrino interim coach bounce to contend with. I'm telling you, man, I'm worried about this next one. We got 2 weeks, so I'm going to pace myself, not freak out about it here today. But that game got a lot harder yesterday when they went ahead and made the decision to get rid of Pittman, in my mind.
No, I think you're right. I think you're right. So that's where I'm at. Is I'm chalk that one up to a win on Saturday, again, by any means necessary. That's what we did. Josh won a game on the road that in the past we might have lost. So that's all good. That's all good. But there are so many things that have to be addressed going into the next 4 games, right? Because you have Arkansas, then you're at Alabama, then you go to Kentucky, and I'm not worried about Kentucky. But then you got Oklahoma here, and Mateer will be back. They're saying Mateer may be back in time for the Red River rivalry. So this road ahead is tough as hell. And we knew the SEC was going to be tough, so that's not a surprise. But
you thought Alabama was going to come back to the field a little bit more than it appears that they have.
No,
they're saying.
Yeah.
They're pretty good. Let's run through Rogers' keys here real quick. You guys tell me. We had 4. Give me a yay or nay on these. Number 1, put the pedal to the metal and keep it there for 60 minutes.
No.
We
No,
I think they were trying to put their foot to the pedal and they kept missing the pedal.
Yeah.
Like
we were wearing sandals or something. You ever do that when you're driving? Like, this is kind of dangerous. All right. So no on number 1. Number 2, win in the trenches.
Yes.
How many yards did they end up rushing for? It was close to 200, wasn't it?
Yeah, but if that guy held the ball for more than 2 seconds, he was getting smashed.
And we only had, I checked it was like 47 yards rushing midway through the third quarter. Now we finally decided to run the ball in the fourth quarter, and it was there.
No, they were tripling us in rushing yards at one point. And you're right; it started to kind of come back to us there later, and the most important run by Deshaun Bishop was great.
Bear has a point. Like the sacks were a decisive factor. Like I was like to go and look at the opposing teams' articles and message boards and listen to Jeff Lebby's. Like that was a focal point for them. And they're like, yeah, the sacks pretty much, blew us up.
His eggs had to have been just completely scrambled after the Tyree West hit.
Yeah.
And that kid took I give him this. I tip my cap to. That's a tough kid to take the shots he took. Especially that I would have. Some guys would have not gotten up. They'd have just waited for the trainers and going off the field after something like that. So
our defense, I was so conflicted with our defense, quite honestly, because we don't win without the plays that the defense made, right? The pick six,
that's
score.
That's going to require a lot of conversation. So where are we at? Win on the trenches? Yes or no?
I can't say no, just considering that we dominated. I
almost feel like it was a draw.
I think it's a draw.
Wow, first time.
We'll get half a point there.
Okay.
Number 3, bend but don't break in the secondary.
In the secondary? Yeah, I think we did that.
I think we did too.
All right, so we're at 1.5, and then number 4 was keep the penalties to a dull roar. I think both teams ended up with 6 penalties.
Yeah, I'm trying to think. First of all,
one of them is the Brazel.
Yeah, the OPI is a joke. And other than the one early by Josephs, which was just stupid.
Knucklehead.
Yeah. Other than that, the other ones were, David Sanders, new guy out there, gets a false start. Some of that stuff. I thought that the penalties that Mississippi State had were more costly for them than ours were for us outside of the Brazel one. But that was not our thing. That was the refs.
Yeah. I'll give them that one 2.5 out of Rogers' 4 keys victory. It's good enough for a win.
That's it.
But it was close.
Yes.
I'll tell you, I thought about it yesterday. We did to Mississippi State basically what Georgia did to us. We outplayed Georgia the whole game, and we let them hang around, and they had a puncher's chance, and Georgia's a little bit more talented than we are roster wise, and it was the same thing.
We're a little more talented than
Mississippi State. We did the same thing that Georgia did. First play, off tackle, 25 yards.
Congratulations to Shane Tulloch. He is this week's crown pick of the week. Shane had Tennessee winning 41-35.
That's good.
So he was 1 point off. Shane Tulloch of Knoxville wins gift cards to Crown Cleaners. the Pizza Kitchen. We'll hook them up with something here from Fanrun, and we appreciate Crown Cleaners sponsoring the program for a long time now, over 10 years. And of course, they've been providing imperial dry cleaning service to all of Big Orange Country since the 1960s. 2 locations to serve you. In West Knoxville, I go to the Kingston Pike Bearden Hill location for all my dry cleaning needs. They're also on South North Shore Drive near Dunkin' Donuts out towards the Casual Pint where we were on Friday. Thanks to everybody who came out to see us. Great live show out there to end last week. Visit crowncleaners.com. Click on the big blue van to learn more. A locally owned and operated business. It's Crown Cleaners, a tradition of excellence. It is Overreaction Monday. We want to work in as many of your phone calls as we possibly can. And we'll go ahead and open the lines up to you right now at 865-966-3435. Your thoughts coming out of the weekend? A lot to unpack from around the SEC and the NFL as well. We'll do that over the next 3 hours. 865-966-3435, your phone number to get on the drive. Overreaction Monday. Quick timeout. We'll be back with some Vol news, the Rocky Top Report, brought to you by Bo Kregner and the Kregner Group, coming up next.
The Drive.
For the fans, by the fans. This is Fanrun Radio, Knoxville.
It's football time at Tennessee, so crack open a cold beer that doesn't fumble the flavor. Garage Beer is 100% beer-flavored beer. No gimmicks, just cold beer. Built for bonfires, backyards, and beating Bama. Garage Beer is proud to be brewed right here in the Volunteer State. So pick up a 12-pack today and look for the Drive celebrating Football Fridays at select Garage Beer headquarters around town this fall. American-owned, Tennessee-brewed Garage Beer. 100% beer-flavored beer.
Hi, I'm Dr. Jacob Wolko. Here at Knoxville Smiles, every smile is unique and every smile has a story. We would love to get to know you and help you smile brighter with confidence. If you've been looking for a dental home that treats you like more than just a set of teeth, we would love to welcome you to the family. Please give us a call at 865-539-1776 or visit us at knoxvillesmiles.com. Smile brighter with Knoxville Smiles.
Have you ever found yourself wishing your clothes looked brand new again? Whether it's your favorite suit, that little black dress, or your comfy winter coat, Crown Cleaners can make it happen. From stubborn stains to delicate fabrics, the expert team at Crown Cleaners uses the latest cleaning technology to ensure your clothes come back looking and feeling fresh. Visit one of their 2 area locations, Kingston Pike on Bearden Hill or South North Shore Drive near Dunkin' Donuts. Online at crowncleaners.com. Crown Cleaners, a tradition of excellence.
Ready to launch your career? Axel Logistics is a leading third-party logistics company where excellence is an energy. With an award-winning culture, Axel proves that positive outcomes come from a positive environment and a work hard, play hard mentality. At Axel, the drive for success is infectious. And with an uncapped commission structure, hard work isn't just noticed, it's rewarded. For those with big goals and even bigger dreams, Axel Logistics is the place to start your career.
In a world filled with deadlines and screens, sometimes we forget the simple joys of life, days filled with special moments. At Inward Half, we understand the essence of these moments. Feel the difference between our breathable fabrics and flexible apparel as you disconnect from the hustle and bustle and reconnect with what truly matters. Inward Half, simple luxury for on and off the course.
Yee-haw! I've been hooting and hollering ever since I started betting with the VIP Play app. VIP Play has more than 200 leagues, every bet type you can imagine, live betting and live hosts, all with 24/7 support from real live people when you need them. Start betting better with the VIP Play app today.
Don't be a better, be a better with VIP Play today.
Download VIP Play today or head to VIPPlayApp.com. Make sure you use the promo code FANRUN to take advantage of their welcome bonus and so they know that we sent you. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-8899-789. Must be 21 or older and located in Tennessee to bet.
Good afternoon.
Group.
All right, Tennessee enjoying full off-week activities. Usually, I'm not sure the exact schedule this week, but usually I feel like they've done Monday and Friday off, and then Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday practices. Volunteers staying at number 15 in both polls. A lot of poll alignment right now. Top four the same in both major polls: Ohio State, Oregon, Miami, and Ole Miss now, all the way up to number 4. Big movers after a big win at home against LSU. Oklahoma 5th in the AP Top 25. Texas A&M 5th in the coaches poll. Aggies just sort of quietly enjoying a nice start to their season.
Yeah, we've talked about that before, that we probably don't talk enough about Texas A&M. They got a good ball club.
I watched the extended highlight package of their game against Auburn this morning, and that's one of, like, they probably should have won by more. Like, Auburn just cannot move the football.
They have 1 yard of offense in the fourth quarter.
Are you kidding me?
No.
Oh, there was 13-3, and A&M is going in late for us, and they end up throwing a quick out that gets batted up in the air, intercepted, and returned to the 1. And Arnold was able to run it in for a touchdown. But they have nothing.
And their defense is pretty decent, correct? They just have zero offense.
Yeah, pretty much. Kickoff time announced for Arkansas today. It'll be a 4:15 p.m. kick on the SEC network. Some fans were hoping for the nighttime game there. I kind of was too. It would have been a good opportunity to break out the dark mode unis.
Yeah.
Sounds like we'll try to hold that for Oklahoma.
How do we feel about 4:15 versus 3:30 now that we've experienced it once? That game,
much different.
It just felt like it went on and on, though. Maybe it was just because we were.
It did go on and on.
Yeah. I mean,
it was a long game. It's Josh Heupel football, so it's always going to be a lot of plays, a lot of stoppages, a lot of fake
Plus
injuries,
overtime.
and then it goes to overtime. So yeah, it was a long one.
Yeah.
Congrats to a couple of Vols on individual honors today. Arian Carter named SEC Defensive Player of the Week. 17 total tackles. Was also in on the game-winning pass breakup on 4th down at the goal line in overtime there. His 17 tackles also tied for the most by an FBS player in a single game this season. And somebody was telling me that the Vol Network guys were saying he's currently battling through turf toe.
Arian?
So, yeah, I mean, he's doing all this hurt.
God, he was flying around out there, man.
Yeah, he's good, man. And if you're banged up like that, then an off week is probably just what the doctor ordered right about now.
I would imagine, especially with something like what he's dealing with.
The other thing I'm certainly happy about this to hear it. My guy Chris Lowe was saying that you won't find a guy that studies for the games more than him.
Oh, that's cool.
Said that he's always watching game film, looking at, just
dedication,
nonstop. Yeah.
Tyree West, the SEC co-defensive lineman of the week. Of course, West, huge impact. 3 tackles, 2 sacks, and the crucial forced fumble that was we talked about earlier. I mean, you can point to a lot of flashpoints in that game, but none bigger than that because it did feel like we were dead in the water.
Yeah, it's like after the fake punt, like Bob said, and then just completely flip the switch on him the very next play.
And Joshua Josephs, who picked up the fumble caused by Tyree West and returned it for that big game swing touchdown, is the Senior Bowl Defensive Player of the Week. So for all the grief that Tim Banks and his defense has taken, we do have some dogs on defense.
Yeah. And when you give any SEC school all the way down to the very bottom, you give SEC conference opponents the ball at your own 20-yard line, you're asking for it. I mean, just absolutely just asking to get beat. I mean, I thought we were going to, like, I wonder what would have happened, like how life would have played out had Staley not muffed that first punt. Because, they went 3 and out quick.
A lot of what ifs. You're right on that one. The Matthews drop. There was a lot. I had to watch that Tyree West annihilation play multiple times.
I watched it over and over.
Not just because of the hit. The hit, of course, was like majestic, but then also just watching Joseph. I mean, it's almost, did you like towards the end, he's in the end zone. He's like, he made sure of that.
He almost went full AD Mitchell.
But that ball though looked like it was like a Nerf ball to him.
He's huge.
Just a beast, man.
My favorite part of the whole thing, he was just standing there and he just looked down and I guess you could see it like immediately register and he's
opportunistic.
Yeah. I sent you guys his soundbite, right, of what he said in the post game. It was
I didn't watch
the oblique moment.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
And then finally, on to the Rocky Top Report, brought to you by Bo Kregner and the Kregner Group. A little basketball nugget here for you. Tennessee comes in number 15 on Evan Miyakawa's preseason top 25 over at evanmaya.com. The third highest ranked team from the SEC, joining Florida, the defending national champions, at 4, and Kentucky at 10. Alabama right on our heels in this ranking at 16. So gearing up to be another big season for the SEC and hoops. And Bob, it sounds like tomorrow's going to be a big day for Rick Barnes on the recruiting front.
Yeah, 2 commitment announcements tomorrow. Bo Ogden's first at 2 p.m. I think it's Tennessee and Texas. There might be a third. I'm not sure. We got to put the cup on for that one, I think. I mean, it'd be great if he comes to Tennessee, but, he's got Texas ties through his dad. Then at 3:30, Ralph Scott, who's a 4-star, who I just got familiarized with this weekend, 6'7" wing. He's announcing, and he's down to 4 teams. And boy, I love the company we keep. We just got to get some of these guys. The final 4 that he's got on his list is Tennessee, of course, Houston, Purdue, and Texas A&M. So Barnes is rolling in some high cotton right now. We just got to convert some of them.
Yep, that is your Rocky Top Report. It's brought to you by Bo Kregner and the Kregner Group. They can convert your home into big savings and big profits over the Kregner Group. It's what they do every single day. My guy Bo and his team getting it done. Get it listed, get it sold, and move on. Bo Kregner and the Kregner Group, they'll help you in your time of real estate need. Call today for a free consultation, 865-742-1035, or just go online to BoKnowsHouses.com. That's BoKnowsHouses.com. Bo Kregner and the Kregner Group. They do real estate the right way.
Brett Hollander, just with the assist, texted and said that Purdue is also in on Ogden as well. So it's Tennessee, Texas, and Purdue for Bo Ogden.
I would be stunned if he doesn't go to Texas. Where
Same.
His dad is I think, director of operations or something like that for Sean Miller.
Yeah.
But it is one of those things in this new age. You always wonder. It's like, okay, say he goes there and it's weird. Dad's there every day, or maybe he's not getting in the rotation the way he wants to. Day and age of the transfer portal.
Yeah.
You send him a short text. Congratulations. Best of luck to you. Let me know if there's anything we can ever do for you.
That's right.
Just got to be ready. All right, let's go to the phones. 865-966-3435. We're already getting blasted on the text box for being too negative.
I didn't think we'd been that negative.
That was a recurring theme on voluntary reaction as well. One guy, my guy Angus, really took us to task. Said we won a game on the road. You should be glad.
Yeah. Yeah, we got one today from the 270. Said, what's the point of being a fan if you're going to be so negative after a W? Is this fun for some of you people? I can answer that. It is not fun, man.
It's fun to win.
It's fun to win.
I'm glad.
It's not fun to talk about. It's great to win, but it's okay. I don't apologize for saying I'm concerned for what lies ahead. That's all.
It's not so much concern for me. I mean, yeah, it's a great win, but you can't not talk about what we need to do to get better.
Exactly.
Because
So it's not an either or thing. You can be thrilled to win, as we all were, but you can also acknowledge the reality of the fact we did not play well. Josh Heupel said that after the game on Saturday. Any Tennessee fan who's followed this program knows that we did not play our best football, far from it, Saturday, and that we were very lucky to get out of there with the W.
We are 30 minutes into the show, and we haven't even talked about clock management.
Yeah, I mean, you want to get negative, like it's coming.
As soon as Jamie calls.
It might be coming right now. Let's go to the phones. Trey is up first on Overreaction Monday. What's up, Trey?
Hey, guys, got a lot to get through today, so I'm just going to bang them out. I'm glad you guys brought up clock management, because you guys know that my beef with Kronos goes back ages. And, guys, after hearing VR, I'm on board. Let's get him on staff. Sign Jamie up, get him a paycheck, and have him up there with a button for when we should call it timeout, because that was atrocious clock management in the fourth quarter. I think it's borderline indefensible. I mean, you had a chance to put the game away there, and for gambling reasons, I'm happy it went to overtime and we ended up covering and didn't kick a game-winning field goal, so it worked out for me financially. But, you know, in the big scheme of things, that was an absolutely atrocious clock management. So I'm all for giving Kronos a staff position. I'm on board. So
we had a voluntary reaction caller suggest, or maybe it was me. A voluntary reaction caller suggested that Heupel hire a guy specifically to be his clock manager, and I suggested that we just go ahead and give it to Jamie Utah.
Could you imagine Heupel the first time Jamie clicks that green button? Starts talking into a microphone.
Yeah, big guy, we're going to need to use that timeout here, buddy. Can't take it with you. Who is this?
Yeah.
Jamie Utah. You hired me for this.
Oh, it'd be great. It'd be great. I'd be here for it. Guys, and I'm going to finish talking about Tennessee real quick, but I've got to say, like, one thing we've got to change is we are an extremely aggressive first quarter and first half team, and then we become one of the most passive and least aggressive fourth quarter teams. And Josh Heupel starts playing not to lose. I don't get that. I think we need to carry over our first half mentality into the second half and start, you know, going back to, you know, how he used to coach, where it was, you know, let's put the game away. Let's not leave anything in doubt. Let's go out and score another touchdown. Let's put some margin between these guys. I do not like this. Let's slow it down. Let's get out of our offense. Let's, you know, run it 2 or 3 times. Let's try to go safe for the field goal. No, don't leave it in the kickers. You know, don't leave it in the hands of the kicker guy. Like he's clearly a head case this year, as you guys talked about on VR extensively. Go for the touchdown. Go for the throat. Let's bring that first half aggression to the second half. I think that's something we got to start doing.
I mean, I would argue we did, but we dropped what would have been a 75, 80-yard bomb for a touchdown. That was in the second half, right?
I think he's specifically the last drive or two. And, you know, I think that Heupel is doing the right thing. We're just killing ourselves. You go back to the Georgia game and the false start and everything that set that up. And then, I mean, the funniest thing of the weekend to me was last night, if you watched the Cowboys, when they scored with 36 seconds left on the clock, and Jerry Jones going crazy. You know, they are acting like they just won the Super Bowl. And anybody who watches any NFL football sitting there watching, it's like, dude, you got 36 seconds left. You got a 3-point lead. Jordan Love's over there with the timeout, and it's like, this game is far from over.
I mean, they said it on the broadcast. With the way the new kickoff rules are, it's almost impossible to keep an offense from getting into field goal range.
And so, I mean, Heupel is aware of this. Like, he's not an idiot out there stumbling around, not unaware of the clock and the timeouts. He's not only trying to win the game, he's trying to make it to where Mississippi State doesn't have time to come back, which is what Dallas did not do last. And by the way, the Packers management in overtime wasn't any better. But there's a lot that goes into it. I think that if he had it to do over again, the big one is you get the first down on fourth down, call timeout with 14 seconds, give yourself 2 plays to get into field goal range. Instead, we hurriedly rush the play call in, and Joey improvises and ends up wasting 3 extra seconds that cost you a chance for another play there. If you have 7 seconds instead of 4 seconds, you can probably hit the quick out on the sideline to get 5 to 10 yards to set up the long field goal attempt. Who knows if he makes it, but
we had timeouts at that point. If you have the extra few seconds, you can basically throw anywhere on the field.
Anyway, go ahead and finish up for us, Trey.
Yep. So last points, guys. I told you guys, just like I told you, South Carolina sucked. I told you guys, Bama. A lot of people wrote them off way too early. That's a good team. They dropped one in the beginning of the season, and everybody made their judgment about them with one game. They are an SEC contender. But the good news is, so are we. And I think this is the most wide open I've seen the SEC in a long time. I don't think you have one elite team that's head and shoulders better than everybody else. And I think we've got just as good of a shot at winning it as anybody. I think Mississippi State, I think they're a little underrated. I think that's a decent team that we went on the road and beat. And then final point, guys, I don't know what the hell the NFL is doing. That halftime show is atrocious. So anyway, love you guys. I'm out of here.
Trey, not a Bad Bunny fan, evidently.
Didn't see that.
Is this a female? I know nothing. I've heard the name Bad Bunny. But
what were you going to ask if it's a female?
Is it female or male artist? Like, what do they do? What style of music?
He's Latina, Hispanic, whatever you want to call it. It's a he. And all of his songs are in Spanish for the most part.
Oh, man, well, the Super Bowl halftime show, I mean, can we agree it jumped the shark several years ago? Is that I haven't watched the Super Bowl halftime show since like Prince, Tom Petty.
That's what I was going to say. I thought it peaked with Prince. I thought that was a pinnacle.
Come on, you didn't like the LA one a couple of years ago? I agree with you by and large, but the one they did where it was a whole tribute to hip hop and everything, where I thought it was great.
I haven't, like I said, I just don't watch it anymore. I'm usually out somewhere and time it to where I can drive home and watch the second half at home. I'm a 45-year-old suburban dad. Like they book Bad Bunny. There's a target audience there, and it's not me.
Yeah.
It's 18 to what, 30?
I don't know. You and Walker hugging it out. You weren't interested in Adam Levine going shirtless at the Super Bowl.
All right, funny guy. 865-966-3435, your number to get on the show this afternoon. Let's get Matty Ison here before the break. What's up, Matt?
Russell, did you get that cookout after probably the longest voluntary reaction?
Yeah, I drove around for a minute and I was like, you know what? I'm really not that hungry. I should just go home and get in bed. And then that peanut butter fudge milkshake was calling my name. And yeah, I went and grubbed. 2 o'clock in the morning.
Who would have thought? Are you a chicken quesadilla order or more of a corn dog guy?
No, I go hamburger with fries and cheese bites. That's my cookout order.
I'm a big fan of the hot dog too, because it's genuinely grilled. And
I go burger 00 rings.
Bob and Bear, you guys missed it. I asked a question to Russell. It was really more of a thought, not really a question, but it's interesting how much the wide receiver room, specifically Chris Brazzell, has shifted after a second year really on this system. And here's my question to you all, and it's a different position group, but I'm curious to you all's thoughts around the running back rotation. After Peyton Lewis whiffed on that block, which, goodness gracious, that was abysmal. I really came into this season thinking Peyton Lewis would be able to carve out a very nice role by the end of the middle of the season. And it feels like right now I know this league is a week-by-week league, but it feels like moving forward, Deshaun Bishop, has made a really good name for himself. Obviously, Star Thomas is going to continue to be the lead back. So I wonder, are you buying or selling the idea that maybe at some point Deshaun Bishop could be the lead back? And my question around the running back room is, who's the best receiving running back we have out of the passing, out of the backfield? Because I don't know necessarily. I noticed on a few of Joey's throws, he's almost like staring them down and wants to lead it. And obviously, Star Thomas is a great running the ball, but I just wonder sometimes if Deshaun could be a better tribute to that offense. So again, what's the best best running back to catch the ball out of the backfield? And I'll hang up with that thought, boys. Have a great day.
Thanks, Matt. I mean, statistically, it's going to be Star Thomas, right? He had 3 catches, and I don't think any of the other running back caught one Saturday.
For me, it's Star, and it's no contest in my opinion.
I mean, the other two are dropping them left and right.
Yeah.
Every time we throw it out there to them. Dropped passes by everyone, from receivers, tight ends, running backs, have been an unfortunate recurring theme this year, and maybe something that you can use the off week to really hone in on. It just feels like if you just take care of that alone, I mean, there's 2 interceptions that don't happen. There's a touchdown to Mike Matthews that happens. There's so many plays
that game doesn't go to
like,
overtime.
Yeah, if you're just catching the ball, you're in such a better spot. I don't want to oversimplify things to one, but if you're just choosing one thing to fix during the off week, it might be that.
Heupel and company, they do seem to. I feel like there's more trust with Bishop. Definitely is. I mean, it's the reason he starts. It's the reason he started overtime.
You know who's not dropping balls? Not since the Syracuse game. Brazel. That fourth down catch, when they played it in slow-mo replay, that it was like in and out of his hands, and I mean, just concentrated and pulled it in. That guy's out of his mind, man.
We'll go inside the numbers on wide receiver 1 for the Volunteers, Chris Brazel, perhaps on the verge of an historic season. Stay with us. You're listening to The Drive. It's Overreaction Monday. Back with more right after this.
The Drive. Streaming worldwide at fanrunradio.com and on the free Fanrun app. This is Big Orange Country's sports talk radio superstation, Fanrun Radio, Knoxville.
Citizens National Bank.
We believe a good game plan is essential for success. With a CNB Plus Perks checking account, you'll save money with cell phone protection, roadside assistance, identity theft protection, and more. Banking at CNB has its perks. Find out more at cnbtn.com.
Citizens National Bank. Banking never felt so good.
Member FDIC.
The number one problem we see at our clinic is delaying treatment. ED can get worse.
Book your appointment right now. Call 865-544-8220. Prefer privacy? Book online in under 30 seconds at menspronaknoxville.com.
At our clinics, men's sexual health is the whole job. Look, I'm a normal guy too. I hate going to the doctor, but we've helped so many guys in here just like you. Even if pills have failed, our medical team is going to take the time to talk you through it. Same day in-house lab, and the treatments, well, they could change your life.
Your local medical team has your back. ED, performance, Peyronie's, size and shape modeling. We tailor what works for you.
I'll get to the point. Can you imagine epic performance and epic sex? Yeah, I said it.
A stronger you is closer than you think. We're available right now. Call 865-544-8220 or book in 30 seconds or less at menspronaknoxville.com. Men's Pro Knoxville, making it happen.
Rickard Ridge Barbecue, located in beautiful Cove Lake State Park. Rickard Ridge is home of the best ribs in the Volunteer State. Smoked daily by pitmaster Mark Rickard. The barbecue at Rickard Ridge is mouth-watering, fall-off-the-bone delicious. Take the scenic drive up I-75 to exit 134 for directions and to look at the rest of the menu. Visit Rickard Ridge online at rickardridgebbq.com.
Hey Knoxville! Surfside iced tea and vodka, made with real brewed tea, is only 100 calories, 2 grams of sugar, with no bubbles and no troubles. That's right, zero carbonation, so it's easy to sip and enjoy. Headed to a game day or party at a friend's house? Bring an iced tea or lemonade variety pack from Surfside, or try their green tea and new raspberry tea vodka. Find the can with the sunset stripes this season. Surfside iced tea and vodka, sold at bars, restaurants, and stores near you. Surfside iced tea and vodka, sunshine in a can. Must be 21 or older. Enjoy responsibly.
North Knox Siding and Windows is a complete exterior home improvement company that can help you with all your home exterior needs. If your home needs new siding, windows, doors, gutters, handrails, a deck, or a new roof, then give my friends at North Knox Siding and Windows a call at 865-689-0505. You can also visit their showroom at 5618 North Broadway. Locally owned and operated and proudly serving all of Knoxville and the surrounding areas, North Knox Siding and Windows. Online at northknoxsidingandwindows.com.
Back here on the drive, Fanrun Radio, 865-966-3435, your number to get on board. This segment brought to you by ECR Total Landscapes. That old tree in your yard is starting to lean a little bit too much towards your house. Perhaps now is the time to take advantage of a great offer from our friends at ECR Total Landscapes and get that bad boy taken down and taken out. Call ECR Total Landscapes for a free estimate, and if you book now and get that tree taken down, you'll get free stump grinding when you mention promo code FANRUN. That's right, free stump grinding from ECR Total Landscapes now through the end of the year. This is going to save you a ton of money, folks. Why wait? Get it done now. ECRTotalLandscapes.com. Remember to mention Fanrun Radio for the free stump grinding edition there. You can call them at 865-384-2012, or again, just visit that website, ECRTotalLandscapes.com. Caller says, or a texter says, callers want to rip clock management at the end of the game, but nobody is going to mention Heupel dialing up the Staley touchdown shot. Staley had his man beat for a 49-yard walk-off touchdown, but Aguilar underthrew it. If Aguilar leads his receiver, we score with 18 seconds left, and his clock management is why State was left with no time. It was a nice play call.
Yeah, it's a good point there. And the whole time management thing, right there at the end, at the very, very end, it was kind of squirrely, but like he was determined Mississippi State was not getting the ball back before overtime.
And I appreciate that.
Yeah, I do too.
I totally support that. I just wanted us to take some.
I mean, as susceptible as we are to.
Well, how much time is too much time, I think, is the question. Like, the Dallas game, 30, 40 seconds, that's probably too much time. Well, that's the NFL. And I realize Mississippi State had the big touchdown shot against Arizona State at the end of that one to win it. But I think once you get under 30 seconds, you're good, man. Like, 14 seconds, go ahead and call your timeout, save your time there. At that point, you're getting a little too cute for my blood.
I'm trying to recall how many timeouts Mississippi State had.
I mean, that's the X factor.
Yeah, I don't know.
You got 30 seconds and 3 timeouts. I've seen Heupel get a kickoff. We had, I think it was, if I'm not mistaken, 19 seconds, 3 timeouts against Kentucky before the half one year, and we ended up kicking a 48-yard field goal.
How much did we have against Alabama in 22? I mean,
it was 18 seconds.
Yeah, I mean,
I think it might have been 15.
Yeah,
it was not much at all, and that was a tied game.
Yeah.
But here's the thing. You want to talk about time management. What about Levy? Because we scored the tying touchdown, and I was stunned that they didn't run at least once there. And
he turtled.
Yeah, I don't know if we would have used timeouts in that situation. I don't think we would have, based on how the first half ended. Because, I'm thinking Heupel doesn't really trust the defense, and that's why he was trying to run the clock out there at the end. I'm surprised that they went with 3 incompletions and gave us such an opportunity at the end.
I was surprised with that too.
They hadn't had I was stunned because they hadn't had a whole lot of success throwing the ball. I mean, we were hitting that guy so much, and I mean that's kind of what Heupel does. We'll start off with a run, see what happens on that, and after that first down is when he drops, downshifts and slams the gas down.
Quick question: would we be able to tell Levy and Heupel apart in a lineup if Heupel had darker
so
hair?
Wild.
No,
they coach the same. They look the same.
Yeah.
They walk the same on the sideline, same mannerisms. It's crazy.
Yeah.
I mean, that game was pretty close to being the Spider-Man meme as far as it's the way it all played out.
Chris Brazzell leads the SEC in receptions, yardage, and touchdowns. I see a lot of Tennessee. I don't care about the Heisman Trophy. Won't get into all that, but a lot of Tennessee fans do, and I always see Aguilar's being disrespected. If we have a guy that's should be in the Heisman conversation, it's Chris Brazzell.
Yeah. It shows how fickle it is, because I thought Joey had a pretty good game, and he slipped in those odds for Heisman. I just Just kiss that up to God.
People who vote on that probably just look at the stats. Oh, 2 interceptions. It wasn't,
wasn't a very
ding
good
him
game.
for that.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, in 22, I thought Hyatt should have been more of a candidate than he was.
Let's get some random guy in here next. Rando, you're on the drive, Fanrun Radio.
Hey, guys. I guess my overreaction would be that I'm really sad that I drove down there to Mississippi State to watch us lose. Because God knows, listening to everybody after the game and all day yesterday, I swear to God, we lost the game. And if I look at it, everybody in the country had that game circled as the Josh Heupel's going to lay an egg on the road game. And we won. We won. Good teams win when they don't play their A game. That's what we did. So just a few thoughts on the game because I was down there. Great atmosphere. Had a great time. The blown pass interference they screwed up the pass interference call on Hood. I don't know if you guys have mentioned that. He didn't even touch the guy, and we got a flag. They blew the call on Brazel. I don't know why Joey didn't go post to Matthews other than the fact that he would have been looking into the sun. I think if he went post to Matthews, he catches that ball. You talk about Brazel. His stats right now are better than Jeremiah Smith. Have you seen that stat comparison?
No, but I mean, I've seen his numbers, and he's right there at the top of just about every receiving statistic, not only in the league, but in the country.
Yeah, you go look at Jeremiah Smith and you look at Brazel. Brazel has more catches, more yards, and like 4 more touchdowns right now. It's absolutely insane. But yeah, guys, well, I said it already, but good teams win when they don't have their A game. And that team showed me a lot. And we're only going to get stronger because we're going to get Hobbs back. We're getting ready to get Mod back. And that's going to be huge for us. And I will tell you what, watching Sanders play in person, that guy is a monster. I don't know how they're going to shuffle that line, but seeing him in person, and they showed a little bit of it on the TV broadcast, but he got out there and he was smacking himself in the head to amp himself up. It reminded me of Hainsworth getting slapped before the game down in Jacksonville. He was amping himself up, and I know he had the false start. But man, that guy, when he gets comfy, he's going to be a load.
Did you see what Rando? I'm sure you saw it. His first assignment on that first play.
Oh yeah, the crackback.
Yeah,
he comes across the line and just blasts the guy off the left end of the line. I loved it.
Yeah,
I specifically, when they put him in, I was watching Sanders every play.
Yeah,
I wanted to see what he was going to do.
Well, he definitely, when you see him on the field, you're like, oh yeah, he looks a lot.
Well, I was there for the Vol walk. And I was like 2 people down from Lydia Aguilar, and I was about 5 people down from Sanders' family. And he came over, and that dude is massive. I mean, just seeing him in person, he looks like he's a lot bigger than 6'6" or 6'7" and 305. He looks more like 6'8". It's scary how big that guy is in person. He's freaking huge. I mean, we're not college athletes. We're not that size. That dude is scary big in person. I would not want to be lined up across from him. I would not at all. So I know it's top of the hour, guys. Y'all have a good one. We'll talk soon. Go Vols. Enjoy the bye week, and let's get ready to kick the crap out of Casino against Old Town.
Thank you, Rando. Appreciate the phone call. Stay with us. Hour number 2 of the drive coming up on many of these fan-run affiliates.
The Drive. The voluntary reaction.
This football by the Griffin Law Firm. We'll be live on the Fanrun Radio app as soon as every UT game is over, taking your calls and breaking down the game to levels that can only be described as beyond scientific. So tune in and drink with us from the keg of glory, or drown in the pool of despair. The voluntary reaction on Fanrun Radio.
The voluntary reaction. Raw, unfiltered, real.
Hi, I'm Bo Kregner from the Kregner Group. Are you looking to buy or sell a home? Whether you're upgrading, downsizing, or just need a change, it's never been more important to have experienced, trustworthy representation in the real estate process. So if you have any real estate questions, I'd love the opportunity to earn your trust. Call me anytime for a free chat, 865-742-1035, or find me online at BoKnowsHouses.com. The Kregner Group, real estate the right way.
Hey, Vols fans, Cody Brown here. I grew up right here in Tennessee and know what it means when someone says, I've got your back. That's why you can trust Farm Bureau Insurance of Tennessee. Whether it's your home, your vehicle, your family's future, or the business you built from the ground up, we will show up for all of your insurance needs. We are Tennesseans who understand what matters, which is doing right by you. Insurance is not all about just paperwork and policies, but it's about the people we insure every day. So if you want insurance that hits home, give me a call at 865-992-3871. Go Vols.
Barley's has live music on weekends, general team trivia on Wednesday nights at 8 p.m., and now live sports trivia courtesy of the Knoxville Trivia Guys every Thursday night upstairs. The game starts at 7 p.m. and is free to play for everyone, so head on down to the Old City and show off your sports knowledge and win gift cards to Barley's. Use those gift cards to buy some delicious food and drinks, and you can take it all in with their wide selection of TVs and indoor projectors. Barley's Tap Room and Pizzeria.
Got a flat tire? Strange noise under the hood? Don't stress. Roll into Matlock Tire and Auto Service. From oil changes and brake repairs to brand new tires, Matlock's certified techs do it all. Fast, friendly, and fair priced, Matlock is the home of the price match guarantee. Bring in any competitor's ad and Matlock will match the exact same tire for the exact same price. Matlock Tire and Auto Service. 5 locations in East Tennessee. Visit MatlockTireService.com to find the location nearest you and schedule your appointment.
Vol fans, reimagine your home at Broadway Carpets and Flooring for any remodeling or building needs. With a variety of carpets, rugs, hardwood, vinyl, and stone, Broadway has all the flooring and installation options you're looking for, including pet-resistant products like Pet Perfect Carpet from Shaw Floors. Visit their showroom in downtown Knoxville or the location in West Knoxville located on Kingston Pike near Pellissippi Parkway today.
You're listening to FM 105.7 and AM 1340, WKGN Knoxville, and W289CU Knoxville, Fanrun Radio.
Attention service members and veterans. Introducing the Griffin Law Firm, your trusted ally in military legal matters. From court martials to benefit claims, at Griffin Law, your mission is their mission. Here's VFL Marshall Griffin.
As a veteran and retired military attorney, I've successfully defended lifelong benefits and helped preserve professional futures. So I know that when you hire a military justice lawyer, you maximize your chance to get relief. With my unique experience, I can advocate for you because there's no military matter that's too big or too small. Let us help you make these critical decisions that could affect the rest of your life. Remain silent. Request counsel. Call Griffin Law.
For a free consultation, call 888-707-4282. That's 888-707-4282. Or just visit griffinlawdefense.com.
It's time for the Drive's Top 4 at 4.
Top 4 at 4 brought to you this afternoon by Knoxville Smiles. Book online, knoxvillesmiles.com. Get half off teeth whitening now through the end of the year with a regular tooth cleaning or teeth cleaning. This is in Kentucky. What am I talking about? Get all your teeth cleaned at Knoxville Smiles. Number 1. SEC office announcing today that a pair of Tennessee defensive standouts earned weekly awards for their performances in Saturday's 41-34 overtime victory at Mississippi State. Junior linebacker Arian Carter named SEC Defensive Player of the Week, while senior defensive end Tyree West was named SEC Co-Defensive Lineman of the Week.
Again, I'm conflicted.
Yeah.
Our defense showed out in so many ways, but
Joshua Josephs is a Senior Bowl Defensive Player of the Week. 3 guys on a day when so many Tennessee fans have a axe to grind with Tim Banks. I do think Uncle Fluffy made an unfortunate cameo down there in Starkville for a moment.
He did, and then Coach Banks got rid of him. Told him to get out of here. Don't get.
Hopefully he doesn't. We need to just go ahead and
somebody needs to have
permanently excommunicate him.
Yeah, he shouldn't have a time to show up for the bus at all.
Number 2, Bobby Petrino has started overhauling his coaching staff at Arkansas this morning, firing 3 defensive assistants just one day after being named the Razorbacks interim coach. Of course, Sam Pittman out yesterday, and Bobby P is back. Wasted no time getting rid of the defensive coordinator down there, Travis Williams. Remember, that was the guy that last year after they beat us said, I study a lot of film and I saw their tendencies, knew what they were going to do, all that stuff.
In Arkansas's last 3 games, against Ole Miss, gave up 525 yards total offense. Against Memphis, 500 yards total offense. Against Notre Dame, 651 yards.
So they've given up over a mile, literally. Over a mile of offense.
Yeah.
Well, you won't have Travis Williams to kick around anymore. Also gone are defensive line coach Deke Adams and defensive assistant Marcus Woodson.
I mean, there had to be some, I don't know if you'd call it animosity, but behind the scenes.
Yeah.
Well, I was watching the press conference today. It was pretty entertaining with Hunter Yurachek and Petrino, and they grilled them. Apparently, there are a lot of players down there who are not thrilled with Pittman being gone or with their defensive coordinator being gone, and we're voicing some of that displeasure on social media, which is always helpful.
Oh, yeah.
Here's the thing. You know, we talk about how many yards Arkansas gave up. That Ole Miss game, and let's think about how good we think Ole Miss is right now. Arkansas had 475 yards total offense, and they lost that game only 41-35 and had a chance to win. They had the ball late in the game and I think turned it over. But
I mean, he knows what he's
they can score points.
Yeah,
that's
just play call.
They got to be able to stop somebody. They got to prove that. I just think all these coaching changes, I don't think that changes that defense much. It's still about personnel.
Number 3, SEC Network host Paul Feinbaum today says he would consider leaving ESPN to run for the United States Senate, representing Alabama.
The most Paul Feinbaum thing ever, I guess.
I quadruple checked that one today when I saw it. After my gaffe last week, I was like, no way, man. No way. And then I saw the interview with him and Clay Travis. I was like, this is real, man.
I was triple checking yesterday when one of you guys sent me the first person that sent me the Petrino thing. I was like, there's no way. Really? I remember they did get their brains beat in by Notre Dame.
Am I the only one that is just super cynical about this? I just feel like this is Feinbaum, a major publicity stunt. I don't think there's any way on earth he has any interest at all in going to what. First of all, I don't know that he would even win.
Do you guys remember? Yeah, I agree. So I'm going to further your point. A couple years ago, he was contemplating doing a scripted primetime TV show that was based on his character. And I was like, nobody's going to watch that, man. Nobody. Well, I might watch it. Some Alabama fans, but
legend from
but
Trustful.
I thought Brooks Austin had a great line on Twitter. He said,
"Yeah,
Senator Feinbaum, you have the floor. I yield my time to Frank and Macon. Go ahead, Frank."
Yeah, that was good.
Oh man! Finally, number 4, former Texas A&M quarterback Johnny Manziel revealed he will be on the Vanderbilt sideline for their game against Alabama this weekend.
Wonder what that appearance fee is going to be.
Also said he recently had dinner with Vandy quarterback Diego Pavia.
I could get really. I'm just going to pass. You go ahead, Bob.
Doesn't A&M play somebody like you're going to?
Yeah, they're playing Mississippi State down in College Station.
Shouldn't you be there? I mean, I realize trolling Alabama is good, clean, wholesome family fun, and we all enjoy it. But
dude, I'm telling you, he's getting paid to make that appearance, guaranteed.
So State's at College
by
Station.
who? Who do you think would pay him? Vandy?
I don't know.
Clark Lee?
I don't know if Clark would do that, but somebody's
How
paying
much do you
him.
think he's charging?
I don't know.
You feel like that maybe even a little bit of a distraction if you're Vanderbilt. If I'm Clark Lee at Vanderbilt,
I don't want Manziel on my side.
yeah, like you've already got enough of the whole revenge factor and everything. Like I don't need any kind of circus elements to this thing.
It is weird seeing Alabama fans talking about their revenge game against Vanderbilt. I pointed it out. I was like, this is the saddest thing ever.
I honestly think that, I went back and forth on this because I was like, God, now you got to go to Tuscaloosa. Now we're going to see what's up. But Alabama just comes off that emotional game against Georgia, probably beat up. I don't know.
Caden Proctor running with the ball in the open field is scary as hell.
Yeah, that was wild.
I don't want any of our DBs trying to take that kid on.
All right, that is the top 4 at 4. It's brought to you by Knoxville Smiles, online at knoxvillesmiles.com. Local dentistry done right. Everything from routine dental cleanings to whitening, tooth wisdom, tooth removal, restorative procedures, fillings, crowns, bridges, veneers. They do it all at Knoxville Smiles. Now open till 7 p.m. on Tuesdays and Thursdays for those of you that work a little later. Schedule your appointment online now at knoxvillesmiles.com. Smile brighter with Knoxville Smiles. It's Overreaction Monday. Got a couple lines available if you want to jump in here. 865-966-3435. Your phone number, 966-3435. On a day when we also find out that Tennessee's next game against the aforementioned Arkansas Razorbacks will kick off at 4:15 p.m. on the SEC network. So the same time as the Mississippi State game. Bob, you asked the question earlier, like a difference between 3:30 and 4:15. I don't really see one. Is there?
No, I was thinking from not from a player standpoint. I'm thinking from a viewer standpoint.
I was thinking last night last week as a fan, I was all excited because, at least we'll get to watch some of Ole Miss and LSU. But I found myself, and we were at a watch party too, but I was too nervous to really concentrate on any of the other games. So it really wasn't that big of a deal.
Yeah. The part I didn't love was when it was over. It's like, oh my God, it's like, it was past 8 o'clock. At that point, it's like, yeah, I haven't even had dinner. I haven't done anything.
I know how you are about your dinner.
Yeah, gotta have it.
What did you have for dinner Saturday night?
I don't even remember at this point. I don't think it was much. I was kind of like, not that hungry.
Were you happy after the win? Like, it was it was an explosion of joy here at the White Claw Hard Seltzer Studios. And me and Bear and Walker, we were super happy. And then we get on the air and like I'm like the adrenaline is pumping, man. And eventually you settled in and then you start like breaking it down and more relief than anything. It wasn't like beating Alabama or what I imagine beating Georgia would be like, where you're just overjoyed. But, it was a happy feeling, but more so just a feeling of relief because let's not sugarcoat it. A loss against those guys, I don't know if it's a disaster, but it would have felt like a disaster.
It would have been it would have made we would have had no margin for error the rest of the season.
Yeah.
To make the playoffs, we would have had to have won out, including wins in Titletown, Tuscaloosa, and in Gainesville.
Yeah, I was happy for sure. That's what I was saying. I was happy with the outcome. Relieved is a good word for it too. But then I started watching the remainder of Alabama and Georgia. And that's when I was like, oh my God, Alabama's going to win this one. And Jesus, Ty Simpson doesn't look that bad. And,
he looks good, man.
He does.
I did not realize he is as mobile as he is and he's accurate. I'm not going to go ahead and crown him just yet, but he's obviously showing why he was a 5-star. And there's also a part of me watching that game. It's like, man, he would have been really good in Heupel's system.
Sure would have been. He's now moved up. If you're keeping score on that, he's got the second best odds now for the Heisman.
Oh, wow.
It's crazy. I mean
he's
by way of some
he's
books.
looked good.
Who's number one?
I think Dante Moore is taken over.
Ah, man, I don't see that. He's good, but watching their game.
Might have been Mendoza still with Indiana. He was number one last week, but he kind of struggled till the end of that game against Iowa.
Is there a little bit of a lack of star power in college football right now?
Yeah,
quarterback wise, I think
a lot of really good players, but yes, not a blowtorch.
I mean, this is a reason why I don't know why Brazel doesn't have more traction. I guess it just morphed into the quarterback award. Who was the last one? Devontae?
Well, Travis Hunter last year.
That's true.
But you're right. I mean, it's mostly quarterbacks.
Phil is next. Good afternoon, Phil.
Hey, Debbie.
What's up, Philly?
How you boys doing?
Hey, doing well. Thank you.
Well, let's start off with Lane Kiffin. Y'all going to criticize him? I mean, he's what, 5th in the country now? I mean,
4th, I think.
4th, 5th. I mean, that's pretty impressive.
No, I won't.
If we were to beat Georgia, we'd be ranked right there right now.
Yep.
Oh, man, it could be us.
No.
That could be us. I won't criticize him, Phil. Like, I thought that his job, the way he managed that game, there's a lot of game management, clock management talk in college football circles. I thought that was a masterpiece, the way he just handled everything and just kind of brought that thing home.
And their defense, man, God. And then those are a bunch of new players, too, that he pieced together. That defense looked really, really good.
Well, he goes to the portal and he gets players, don't he?
Yep.
And you look at their schedule, outside of going to Georgia and Athens, and I think they're going to go run the table.
Yeah, I mean,
he's kind of like Heupel, though, man. He's liable to lose when he shouldn't. He does it almost every year.
Well, we'll see what happens because Alabama, I guess, is going to be they've rectified their problems, I guess, because Georgia, their defense, we exposed it and they just kept throwing on them.
Boy, I wish we would have gotten that version of Gunnar Stockton. He didn't look bad, but he looked ordinary compared to how he looked against us.
How can they look superhuman against us and then completely, fall apart against?
I'm with you, Bob.
Run his own on him, and he's not good against his own. Georgia's quarterback.
Yeah, it could be. I don't know.
I don't think he looked bad in that game. He held on to the ball, didn't turn it over and everything, but he also didn't have a moment like their, touchdown pass against us where you're like, wow. And I don't know that, is Alabama starting a true freshman at corner? Probably not, but
yeah. Well, that was the first game Alabama was entirely healthy too, right?
They look so much better. We all saw the clips of them against Florida State where it's like they're not giving effort.
Yeah.
And that was not a problem for them Saturday night.
Well, they own Alabama, don't they? It's real strange.
What is he now? Is he 1-8 now against Bama?
Yep.
I think that's right.
He's
only Kirby on that 4th down call down on the goal line. That looked like something we'd do,
I laugh because it's true. I don't have a problem with going for it in that situation because there were 12 minutes, I think, left in the game. It's not like that was you think you're going to have another chance there, but the way it just looked sloppy. It looked like, for lack of a better term, it's like something Tennessee would do.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, we got it in front of us. You can still get in the playoff if you lose Alabama and win the rest of them. But you got to beat Oklahoma and Vanderbilt because they're both probably going to be ranked when we play them. I don't know if Oklahoma, what's going to happen now is their quarterback situation, but
let's talk with the boys.
Best defense SEC.
Had some conversation earlier today. Vanderbilt at Alabama Saturday. Game day is going to be there, which is a sentence I never thought you'd hear in regards to Alabama and Vandy. But what do we want to see as Tennessee fans I think you could make compelling cases on both. So there's part of me that wants to see Alabama just crush Vanderbilt's spirit and expose them for the frauds that we all hope that they are. But there's also part of me that thinks it would be hysterical to see Alabama lose at home to Vanderbilt.
It would, man, but the cost of that is not worth it. It's just not worth it.
Having Vanderbilt as a major player in the SEC.
Yeah, I mean those people are. I mean they're delusional at best. I don't know. No. I want to see Alabama go ahead and kick their teeth down their throat.
Roll down Tide.
Where didn't you compare Aguilar to Kurt Warner a couple of weeks ago?
No, I did not.
You didn't?
No. You go back and check the tape. I did not. I don't think I've ever compared anybody to Kurt Warner.
Well, somebody told me you did. I didn't hear it myself. But who knows? But all honestly, guys, Aguilar, if he can go to Plavia and get another year, I'd take him right now, wouldn't you? I don't care how many good recruits they got coming in.
I agree.
Oh, absolutely. I mean, that's the dream scenario. Look, not want to throw Merklinger out, but in modern college football where guys are just going to leave, that's going to happen. If you could sign up for Aguilar, McIntyre, and Faison Brandon next year as your three quarterbacks, you'd take that right now in a heartbeat.
Agreed.
Yeah, well, they're not going to stay no matter what. I mean, if he goes back. Who do you think would stay?
Well, it would give you – I mean, I think Merklinger would leave, but I think that it would give you a year to evaluate McIntyre and Brandon next to each other and choose. You essentially choose the one you want, and the other one is going to leave, and you have to be prepared to live with that. But I don't think any of us right now know who's going to be better between McIntyre and Brandon. So why not have a year to coach them, be around them, observe their work ethics, all that kind of thing, and let them play in a couple of games, and you should be able to decide at that point which one you want to go ahead and anoint.
Well, Happel does better with people that got experience than he does developing young quarterbacks.
I don't think he's the only one, though, Phil. Yeah. I mean, the kid, is it Trinidad Campbell?
Chambliss.
Trinidad Chambliss. I mean, he was at Ferris. Granted, he did win a national championship at that level at Ferris State. But
Trinidad Campbell sounds like a welterweight world champion from Venezuela back in the 1980s.
Would just blister people's faces.
Yeah, so it weighs like 108 pounds and
just beat the heck out of you.
Hey, Phil.
One more thing, guys.
Yeah.
One more thing is Texas A&M that good.
I think they're good. I think they're good, man. Marcel Reed's playing really well.
Kid from Nashville.
Yep.
Be nice to see him go on the road and win a game. Oh, how do they get that? Well, every game's at Texas A&M.
Yeah, that's right.
Weird, isn't it? See,
I'd say the back end of their schedule will toughen up. I mean, they're not going to have it easy with State rolling into town this week, I don't think.
No. I'll tell you what, he was talking about Ole Miss's schedule. I mean, it is favorable, but they got two back-to-back on the roads at Georgia and at Oklahoma. And then they wrap up with the Egg Bowl with Mississippi State, man. You know, that I'm with you, Bear. I still think Kiffin's got one turd in him. It'll happen.
And Levy's a good coach.
Yeah.
I'd be interested to see what he's able to do down there.
I mean, is it a turd if he loses at Georgia?
No.
I'm
just saying they play Florida still too.
So you could lose at Georgia and then Oklahoma, like South Carolina or somebody beat you.
Yeah.
They're 10-2, which would still probably get them in the playoff.
I don't know. I mean, losing to a really bad Florida team that kept him out of the playoffs last year. And I will say this about Kiffin: the next really game that matters, big game, well, it'll be his first. He's not won anything of consequence.
No. Got to take a quick break. Stay with us. The Drive, it's Fanrun Radio. Lines available if you want to jump in. Now's a great time to take a shot. 865-966-3435, your number to call or text the show. 966-3435. More of your phone calls coming up.
The Drive.
You're locked onto Fanrun Radio, 105.7 FM, 1340 AM, and online at fanrunradio.com.
Knoxville, get ready. The big sports show is coming Saturday, November 8th at the World Exposition Hall. Meet your favorite sports stars, Hall of Famer Earl Campbell, baseball greats Wade Boggs, Dwight Gooden, and Jose Canseco, plus UT legends Shamiqua Holtzclaw, Carl Pickens, and many more. Autographs, photos, and memories you'll never forget, all in one huge day. Tickets on sale. Get yours now at bigsportshow.com. That's bigsportshow.com. The Big Sports Show, Saturday, November 8th, Knoxville. Don't miss it.
Running a business, coaching a team, planning your next big event, you need more than just gear. You need SM Athletics and Logo Solutions. Custom uniforms, branded apparel, promotional products, done right, done fast, and built to show off your brand with pride. From local businesses to high schools to major universities, SM Athletics is trusted by winners. Get real service, get real quality, get noticed. SM Athletics and Logo Solutions, where your brand comes to life.
Visit smathletics.com and let's build something great together.
Got a problem tree looming over your home? Call ECR Total Landscapes. Whether it's trimming, removal, or storm cleanup, our certified pros get the job done safely and efficiently. We're licensed, insured, and ready 24/7 for emergency calls. Big or small, we cut them all. ECR Total Landscapes. Call now for a free estimate, 865-384-2012, and mention promo code FANRUN for free stump grinding on any tree removal now through the end of the year. Also, visit us at ecrtotallandscapes.com.
White Claw is taking hard seltzer to new heights with White Claw Surge. At 8% alcohol, White Claw Surge is a stronger wave of compromise taste. Bold wave of rare citrus, blood orange, natural lime, tart cranberry. Check out your favorite retailer in-store and Surge Variety 12-pack and 16-ounce single-serve cans. White Claw Surge. Please drink responsibly.
Are you tired of waiting on interest rates to drop before you start saving money? I'm Chris Burleson with University Lending Group, and I've got a better way. With a traditional closed-end mortgage, most of your payment goes straight to interest, not your balance. But with my Smart Loan, every deposit you make cuts your principal immediately and reduces interest in real time. On average, my clients pay off their mortgage in just 7 years. Call me today at 865-388-7634 or visit smartloantn.com and let's turn your income into financial freedom. NMLS number 332941.
Blackford Veterinary Surgery Referral specializes in surgeries not regularly performed by your pet's general veterinarian. They're currently accepting referrals from vets all across the country. With their newly renovated state-of-the-art surgery center and highly trained staff, clients can rely on professional and thorough care. If your vet says that your pet needs surgery or rehab, ask for a referral to Blackford Vet and let them get your best friend back on its feet. Located conveniently in West Knoxville. For more information, visit blackfordvetsurgery.com.
Good afternoon. No shortage of radar, at least it was earlier, up through certain parts of Sevier County. This afternoon on I-40, pushing up towards Jefferson County. Be careful as traffic gets heavier now through downtown Knoxville. 40 west over here at Hall of Fame. 275's on the increase northbound. Pretty much on schedule there at 75 at Merchants, on up into Anderson throughout Campbell County. Hey, check engine light comes on. Don't panic. Google search Knuckle Busters Amco Knoxville. I'm Commander Chuck with your on-time traffic.
A man was arrested by the New York State Police on Saturday after allegedly stealing a golf cart from the Ryder Cup.
Wow.
You are bold, sir. 38-year-old Crescenzo Stasi of Westbury, New York, was charged with unauthorized use of a motor vehicle and criminal possession of stolen property, both of which are misdemeanors. According to a police statement, troopers found the cart in possession of someone else who told them Stasi had said that they would be utilizing the golf cart for the day to drive patrons to and from the Ryder Cup at Bethpage Black.
You just commandeered one?
Yeah.
I mean, far be it from me to throw a rock at somebody. It was just like a simple golf cart joyride.
Well, I don't think he's stealing a golf cart from the local Muni. There's a pretty big event going on. Bethpage Black is a big deal to begin with, but while they're hosting a Ryder Cup, as I said, that is a bold move.
I mean, I imagine they had pretty enhanced security. I mean, the day and age we live in. I don't know how you think you're really going to get away with something like that. But
yeah, well, I mean,
he almost did.
He wanted his own golf cart. He saw an opportunity. He took it. It didn't work out for him. Meanwhile, it's now been more than 4 months since convicted killer Derek Groves slipped out of a New Orleans jail with other inmates. And despite a nationwide search that has nabbed the other escapees, the 28-year-old remains at large. You remember this story from the summer, right?
All these dudes still gone?
All these dudes bailed. Prison break in New Orleans. I think there were 12 of them. And no, there are 10. And they've caught the other 9, but this dude is still on the run. 4 months, he's been on the run.
You just think he's somewhere up in a swamp?
I don't know.
I mean, Louisiana.
Where would you go? Where would you go if you broke out of prison?
If I was in New Orleans and I was from Louisiana?
Well, if you were from Knoxville, like you broke out of Brushy Mountain, what would you do?
I mean, if you could make it, your best bet's to get into the park and just disappear up there.
The park?
The Smoky Mountains National Park.
So you would go into the woods?
Yeah.
Bob, where would you go? Try and make a run for the border?
I'd get out of the country, yeah.
I don't have the means to get out of the country.
I feel like that would be that would be dangerous, just trying to get on a plane or a boat or something. I feel like the other thing would just try and go find, like you don't want to go home. You don't want to hide out with your friends because that's where they're going to be looking for you. But
it's like heat, man.
Rent a car and go.
Cut ties and let go of everything you've ever known in a split second. Just walk away from your life.
I mean, you're saying rent a car, but I'm like, if you're in prison, you probably don't have like a stash of cash somewhere. It's not like you can use debit cards or anything.
Unless
so
you're Andy Dufresne.
I think I would just try to get to like a big metropolitan area, New York, Chicago, LA, and just be homeless for a while. Like, as bad as that sounds, like I think I would just try and
live on the margins.
Well, go and build something. You'd have to go and get a fake name. I'd grow a beard out, change my appearance.
I'd go Boxcar Willie now that I think about it.
Become a hobo?
Yeah, no, get on a train, man. Just get on a train.
They're going to be looking for you, man. I think you got to go live in shelters somewhere, start a new life, new name, new bank account and everything, and just try and build up in a new life, new location. Never breathe a word of it to anyone.
Well, no, I mean, you do hear of people all the time. Maybe not all the time, but you hear. I don't think
I've ever heard of somebody doing this.
There have been a couple of people that have gotten away with stuff and like changed their names, and they've gone on, had a family, and find out later, yeah, mom was part of a far left, radical group, and they may or may not have killed an FBI.
What's this guy's name again?
Derek Groves goes by the name Woo.
So we do have a new intern, Derek.
Just what do we really know about him?
I mean, but being down there, I just assume somebody that's familiar, from there. I mean, I imagine there's some places in Louisiana you can get off in that nobody will ever find you. Just live in some swamp house.
Eat by an alligator. All right, that is the docket. Is brought to you by the law offices of Jerry R. Givens. Jerry's the man to call if you're going through a hard time and you need legal advice. Divorce, bankruptcy, arrest, personal injury, DUI, anything like that. Legal action, it could be overwhelming. You're going to need somebody in your corner, a professional, to help you through the hard times that life can sometimes bring and get the results you want for a better tomorrow. Jerry Givens is my guy. I've known him forever. He's a Knoxville native, a UT College of Law grad, an expert lawyer with experience in over 80 courts in the great state of Tennessee. So if you need legal advice, you've been arrested, you're going through a divorce, personal injury, slip and fall accident, something like that, don't hesitate to give Jerry a call. As always, the phone call is free. The advice is free. So what do you have to lose? Give him a ring, 865-801-9250. Tell him I sent you. You can set up a free consultation. Doesn't cost a dime to talk to Jerry. It's 865-801-9250. Or you can visit his website at jrglawtn.com. The law offices of Jerry R. Givens jrglawtn.com. Contact today. Remember, the sooner you have a plan of action, the better your chances of taking the correct steps are to get the results you want. The law offices of Jerry R. Givens, legal expertise you can rely on. Geraldo is next. Hello, Geraldo.
I love you, sir.
What's so funny about that? He's telling
it's great.
You're very uncomfortable with two men showing their love to each other.
Yeah, Bob, we're a family here on the drive. I know you haven't been on with us long, but
I think it's great. I'm just like
got a very close relationship with our drive listeners.
Bob finds it odd that you love me, Geraldo.
Well, I'm not going to subscribe to toxic masculinity. I'm just going to show my love to the people that I love, Bob, and I love Mr. Russell Smith. I gave him a sponge bath whenever he got really hurt and injured back in the summer.
There we go.
I think that drew us pretty close together.
There we go. That's what I wanted to hear. Thank you for coming clean there, Geraldo. I love it.
Yeah, well, I mean, you get to know a man when you give him a sponge bath. You get to know a man. Guys, I don't know how to feel about the game. Like, I'm so happy we won and all of that, but I'm also like, it should have never been a game to begin with. It still bothers me badly. We just seem to play on the road unless it's Kentucky. But even when it's Kentucky, it's not like we're playing great. It's just we have the confidence of, it's all going to work out because it's Kentucky.
Yeah. Did you have the confidence?
So what is it?
Well, did you have that confidence Saturday against Mississippi State?
No, I did not. It was as soon as Staley dropped that, I knew what type of game it would be, and I was right.
That is it. I didn't know at the drop, but when they scored that first touchdown after it, and we just didn't stop. We had the penalty on Josh Josephs, and it was like, well, so much for a nice, easy day at the office here. You better buckle in because this is going to be a 4-hour slog, and it sure was.
But it should have been a nice, easy day. The problem is that we were so much better than them. Like, all of their touchdowns except for one, like, they started on, the 25-yard line or something? Like, it's just it should have never been a game. It should have been the Rickard Ridge barbecue vision, and it wasn't. And that makes me a little upset in the sense of I don't know if we can ever truly be elite. And I guess I'm just going to have to be okay with that in terms of I much would rather be in the position we are now than what we have been before. But I can't help but think, man, we could be so much better. So my next question to you guys is, what do you think? Do you think, like, when we get McCoy back, when we get everybody back who's been injured and we're at full strength, do you think that we will look drastically different or pretty much the same?
Well, I think there's an area between drastically different and pretty much the same, right? I mean, incremental improvement would be nice. And I think that, it'd be nice to be able to snap your finger. Okay, we're going to get Hobbs and McCoy back against Arkansas and Moy, who played a little bit against Mississippi State, and they're all going to be, boom, right back to where they were or where we thought they would be coming into the season. But that's not likely to happen. I think what you're hoping for is that we get those guys back in October, and by November, they're playing the way we thought they would be, and we improve as we hit our stride and we peak at the right time which is going into the playoffs.
Sooners, Gators, Vanderbilt.
But I think those additions should be a significant improvement. Like I'm hoping that they cure all our ills and everything, but it's football. It's messy, Bob. There's no magic. As Fulmer used to always say, there's no magic pixie dust. I can sprinkle and fix everything.
We're working like heck.
Geraldo, let me ask you this: because felt what you felt after Saturday. I was happy with the win, but as I've said earlier in the show, I'm a little bit of concern about what lies ahead, if that's what we're going to play like. But if you were told that we could win those kind of games all the way into the playoffs and beyond, would you take it, or is it just too much heartburn? I mean, because it's...
No, yeah, I would take it. I
mean, it's tough, man. I'm with you.
I will say, for the entire fourth quarter, I stood in my garage because every time I came out, something bad happened. So I feel like I maybe got us the win by standing in the garage all fourth quarter and just following on Twitter. That was my method, and it seemed to work.
You got to do what you got to do. Sometimes you got to shake up the vibes. Sometimes you got to go out to the car, listen to Mike and the guys. Sometimes you got to go outside and scream off the back porch. You have to do what you have to do to get these dubs, and proud of Vol Nation for doing whatever it is you did to help bring home the W on Saturday. All right, Geraldo, thanks for the phone call.
Thank you, sir. Love you.
So weird.
And you say back?
Huh? I love all the listeners, sponsors, callers. I love you, Bob.
I love my coworkers.
That was a little vague.
Yes, it was.
Stay with us. The Drive continues. Back to wrap up hour number 2 right after this.
The Drive. Big Orange Country's home for sports. This is Fanrun Radio.
Hi, I'm Jessica Lodgen, one of the hygienists here at Knoxville Smiles. If your children are having sleep or behavioral issues, we have things we can do in modern dentistry that can help not just with their dental health, but also their overall health. Early intervention is the key for younger patients and can avoid costly procedures later in life. If you'd like to learn more, give us a call here at the office and schedule an appointment. 865-539-1776. Or just book online at knoxvillesmiles.com. Smile brighter with Knoxville Smiles.
With over 60 years of experience in the industry, Merritt Garage Doors has a wealth of expertise in commercial overhead doors in the East Tennessee area. Merritt offers a wide range of door styles like sectionals, rolling steel, high-speed, and sheet doors. They also supply and install a wide range of dock equipment. If your business is in need of overhead doors, no matter the type, look no further than Merritt Garage Door, Knoxville's best and most trusted overhead door company. Contact them anytime for a free estimate at 865-933-5319 or online at merrittgaragedoor.com.
Tired of waiting for the weekend or good weather to play around? From casual to committed, Back 9 Golf has got you covered. Open to the public and offering flexible membership opportunities, they offer 24/7 access to 5 different simulators, providing cutting-edge technology, instant swing feedback, fun mini games, and a wide variety of courses to choose from. Perfect for that solo round you want after work, or swing by with food and drinks for an afternoon with friends and family. No stressful tee times, no rain delays. It's Back 9 Golf your way. Book your tee time now at theback9golf.com.
Today, we raise a glass of Jameson Irish whiskey to the sport of football. Hear, hear!
To Gaelic football, born in Ireland in 1885 in its thrilling blend of soccer, rugby, and basketball. On a massive field, 15 players kick or hand pass a round ball to score points over a bar or into a net. No pads, no helmet, no sense.
Hear, hear!
To college football, which kicked off in 1869 when Rutgers beat Princeton 6-4 in the Battle of New Jersey. With 11 players and helmets and pads, teams battle on a 100-yard gridiron with explosive pass plays and hard-hitting tackles. Unless you're called for targeting.
Hear, hear! Since 1780, Jameson Irish whiskey has been enjoyed by sports fans all around the globe. Whether your football is Gaelic, American, or even soccer, we can all agree on super smooth Jameson Irish whiskey. Hear, hear!
Bankruptcy, divorce, personal injury. These are just some of the curveballs life can throw at you. Fortunately, East Tennessee has someone to help you work through these problems and recover. The law offices of Jerry R. Givens. If you're in need of legal advice, call today to set up a free, no-obligation consultation. 865-801-9250. As always, the phone call is free, the advice is free, so what do you have to lose? Call 865-801-9250 or go online to jrglawtn.com. That's jrglawtn.com. The law offices of Jerry R. Givens. Legal expertise you can rely on. What do you think, old gal? Was it Rebecca? You think she thought about her first experience as a Tennessee fan?
I don't know, but she saw. I noticed her on social media, like on Twitter.
Did she have a reaction yet?
She was having some questions. I was thinking, man, we're going to scare this girl off because people were. We do. We lose our minds.
Wait a minute, we won. I thought we were supposed to be happy.
No,
not necessarily.
No, we're glad we got the win, but our goal is to get in the playoffs. And we didn't play like a playoff team Saturday. That's what it boiled down to for me.
Well, if we can get through, if that was our road stinker, whatever you want to call it, and we won, and like the rest of the road games and everything are going to go fine, like that's okay. Would you sign up for 10-2? Lost to Alabama right now?
Hell yeah, because that means we would have won in the swamp. I don't care how bad they are, man. That place has got like some kind of bad juju on us.
Are we certain 10-2 gets us into the playoffs?
Yeah.
I don't know, man.
If the two are Georgia and Alabama, I think so.
I think it just depends on what some of these other teams are doing. I mean, there's A&M, Ole Miss, Bama, Georgia. If LSU has a collapse, like they could tend to do.
I mean, all these teams play each. I mean, there's somebody's going to end up with 3 losses out of that whole group you just named off. Wouldn't you think?
Maybe. I don't know.
You have to look at their schedules, but
Oklahoma, I mean, we're assuming they're going to lose games now because Mateer's hurt.
I just assume they're going to get got because they're not as good as Mateer is. They're still kind of vulnerable at spots. They don't have a running game.
I could see Ole Miss rolling in there and slapping them around here in a few weeks. That game's in Norman, right?
Yep.
I mean, whichever SEC defensive coordinator completely takes away the pass and just says, if you want to run, you can try and run it. But I feel like they're very one-dimensional.
They they're off this week. Red River shootout coming up on the 11th. Or no, I'm sorry. They play Kent State this week, so they should be able to handle that with Hawkins. Then the Red River shootout, and who knows if Mateer will be available. They're at South Carolina, home for Ole Miss, at Tennessee, at Alabama. They ain't running that. I'm sorry. They ain't running that gauntlet. There's at least one, most likely 2 losses in there.
I just hate – I would agree that having 2 losses puts you in the pool of candidates. That I'm just worried that if we're in with a bunch of 2-loss teams out of the SEC, there's not going to be more than 5 SEC teams in the playoffs. No way.
I mean,
if you are looking to unlock your financial future, you need to call my guy Chris Burleson over at University Lending Group. If you're tired of waiting for interest rates to drop before you start saving money, call Chris and find out more about his smart loan strategy. With a traditional closed-end mortgage, your money goes straight to interest, not your balance. But with Chris's smart loan, every deposit you make cuts your principal immediately and reduces interest in real time. On average, his clients pay off their mortgage in just 7 years. Imagine the financial freedom that would offer. Call Chris today at 865-388-7634 to find out more. That's 865-388-7634. Chris Burleson with University Lending Group. You can visit him online at smartloantn.com. Smartloantn.com. Turn your income into financial freedom. Jamie is next. Good afternoon, Jamie. You're on the drive. It's Fan Run Radio.
Geraldo and Stevie not the same guys?
You're just now figuring this out?
I mean, dude, they both love you, and they both are Sopranos.
Like in the New Jersey crime syndicate?
No, in the high-pitched voice.
Oh.
I've never thought they sounded alike.
Really?
I think they did.
I think you're really.
No, I think they say things, there's some similarities in syntax and stuff, but I listen to voices all day, every day. I've never thought that they sounded that much alike.
Russell. I mean,
sir.
That's one of the first things I've asked these guys, Jamie, was I was the same way. I was like, are we sure they're not the same folks? But apparently not.
Well, let me get this. I'm here. I love it. Y'all crack me up, man. You two are hilarious. It's not boring. Y'all's calls are definitely not boring. Never change. Guys, I went back and watched, studied the film as Butch instructed me to do, or Pruitt, one of the two bums.
Look at the film.
Oh, God, it was the third bum. So my biggest problem at the end of the fourth quarter, the time mismanagement, I understand the strategy of not trying not to let Mississippi State get the ball back. I understand that. But the, Fanrun's own Basilio said after the Georgia game, he said, I guarantee you that Heupel will never make the mistake of being aggressive again. And boy, it didn't take but 2 weeks for him to forget that the lesson he supposedly learned about being aggressive at the end of the game, because, I mean, not being aggressive at the end of the Georgia game may or may not have cost us that one. And, boy, for all these people who think Heupel learns crap based on, experience, the proof is in the pudding. We sat there and watched him do the exact same thing. So he's not learning. He's not getting any better as a head coach. Let's just pray as ball fans that his offensive genius is always better than everyone else's head coaching ability. Anybody else differ with me on that? I mean, it is what it is.
No, I mean, I think that he feels that he did the right thing in the Georgia game and that his kicker just missed the kick. And wow. I think he feels like he did say after the game when pressed on that he probably should have used a timeout at the end of regulation there.
Probably.
I just think it is what it is, man. I think that he's not likely to change. I don't think he's out there just winging it. I think he's got a plan. I think it didn't work out the two times that it's come down to the wire this year so far. So will the law of averages, will it even out here down the stretch? I guess we'll see, but I don't get the feeling listening to him talk that he's a guy that's like questioning how he does things at the end of games now.
No, and as we've seen, what makes the elite coaches elite, like with Nick Saban, when he first came onto the scene, he was winning championship after championship after championship by running the ball down teams' throats. But as the game changed, so did he. I mean, he you adapt, you learn and adapt and overcome. I mean, at the end of Saban's.
I feel like you're talking about two different things now, Jamie, like as far as end of game management and then just like how you run your defense, how you run your offense. Those are different things, right? And I feel like Heupel has shown that he is willing to change how he runs his offense. I mean, we've seen a lot of new wrinkles this year. I think he has evolved, and that's a continual process. He's going to have to keep doing that, but I'm encouraged by the things we've seen just in terms of how he calls plays and structures his offense.
Yeah, well, that's fair, Russ. I can say this. I did notice this whole full house backfield stuff is that's a new wrinkle. What was that, the end around with Aguilar at the end of that tied it up at the end of the fourth quarter with that formation? That's not.
No, that was pretty cool. That was pretty cool. And I like, we kind of did something similar down there on the goal line against Georgia on our first possession. I like using Aguilar as getting an extra blocker in there and just smashing guys down there on the goal line. That's pretty cool.
Yeah. And that formation seems, unless I'm mistaken, that looks like something new to the Heupel.
Well, and you're setting up a throw, right? You're setting up a throw off that, because the next time we do that, teams are going to be all bunched up. Oh, he's going to run it. And we're setting up a jump throw to Van Dorselaar or Kitzelman or one of those tight ends.
Yeah. Well, guys, we're up against the top of the hour, so I'll just say this. Like I was starting the call with, I went back and watched the end of the fourth quarter, make sure I wasn't just, up in my feels. But I can give him some grace about the first letting that clock run a little bit. I wouldn't have let it run as long as he did. But the biggest egregious problem I have is the not calling the timeout with 13 seconds left when you got 2 in your pocket. I mean, at that point, you're not worried about Mississippi State getting the ball back. So, and you're not going to have time that you're going to need 2 timeouts. There's not enough time to run 3 plays to where you'll need 2 timeouts. So that's my. I hope he sees that for what it is and be like, all right, next time I've got the ball, we've just got a first down. The ball's being marked. There's not enough time to get the snap and save my time. I'm calling my timeout. That's what I mean about. I really hope Heupel learns from his mistakes. And I don't expect him to tell us that in the presser. He may not. Not all coaches will let us in on that, and that's fine as long as he learns his lesson. So that's all I got, man. Y'all hang in there.
Thank you, Jamie. I'm with him there. If there's so many plays and decisions that go into the last minute of the half, the last minute of the game, the one that stands out to me was 13 seconds. You get the first down, just go ahead and call timeout there, man. Because you had 2 at that point, right?
Thought you had 3 still. No, 2.
You had at least 2. Go ahead and use one there, and you got 14. You got at least two plays there to gain, because you're at the 45-yard line, ish. You gain just 10 yards there. You've got what I would consider a decent opportunity at a field goal.
Yeah, they had 2, because remember they used 1 on that when they were in the red zone. They took the timeout and then they came back and Joey ran it in to tie the game up. 2 of them. 2 timeouts.
And, I say that's my major point. It's not my only complaint. There was one play, it might have been the first play of the drive, where we gained 8. It was, Aguilar had rolled out to the left and gained like 8 or 9. And then we just got up there and let 30 seconds roll off.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Which I don't have a problem. Like, I'm not saying you have to get up on the line and snap it with 30 seconds on the play clock. But a little bit of sense of urgency there would have been nice. And it just felt like we're just going to go ahead and get this thing to under a minute. And we still had, we were still in our own territory at that point.
I wonder if he was thinking that he felt like that they could move down there faster than he was wanting to. I don't know. Trying to figure out what the hell he was thinking.
Well, he said in regards to the first down pickup at 14 was we already had the next play called, which just goes into, I think as fans, sometimes we're thinking like they're just making this stuff on the fly. They're not, man. They have scripted this stuff out. That's what they've been doing in the summer, right? They know exactly what they're going to do in this situation. And I tell you what, like, if Joey gets rid of the ball quickly with a sense of urgency there and completes a pass, you're probably in pretty good shape. And Heupel's looking pretty damn smart if Headcase can make the field goal.
Headcase.
I forget who called him that on Voluntary Reaction Saturday.
It was pretty
left, funny. It was pretty funny. That was good.
He's missed 2 now.
He's missed 2.
All right, stay with us. The drive continues. Fanrun Radio, hour number 3 coming up.
The Drive.
Dick's House of Sport at Westtown Mall is a destination devoted to sport, and it's your destination for exclusive events and experiences. Come visit a store like no other. Check out our 40-foot rock wall, golf performance center, hit tracks batting cage, and outdoor turf field. You can now rent our space for private events and birthday parties. Learn more about our events and exclusive product launches on Facebook and Instagram at Dick's House of Sport KNX. Dick's House of Sport, proud partner of Tennessee Athletics.
At Knoxville Insurance Group, they understand the challenges many consumers face when searching for insurance coverage. That's why whether it's for you, your family, or your business, they create a coverage plan specifically for your unique needs. Knoxville Insurance Group is an independent firm, which means they aren't beholden to just one insurance company. They search multiple companies, acting as your negotiator to find you the best possible policy and price. Start a quote in minutes at KnoxvilleInsuranceGroup.com or call them today at 865-694-9788.
The number one problem we see at our clinic is delaying treatment. ED can get worse.
Book your appointment right now. Call 865-544-8220. Prefer privacy? Book online in under 30 seconds at menspronaknoxville.com.
At our clinics, men's sexual health is the whole job. Look, I'm a normal guy too. I hate going to the doctor. But we've helped so many guys in here just like you. Even if pills have failed, our medical team is going to take the time to talk you through it. Same day in-house lab, and the treatments, well, they could change your life.
Your local medical team has your back. ED, performance, Peyronie's, size and shape modeling. We tailor what works for you.
I'll get to the point. Can you imagine epic performance and epic sex? Yeah, I said it.
A stronger you is closer than you think. We're available right now. Call 865-544-8220. Or book in 30 seconds or less at menspronaknoxville.com. Men's Pro Knoxville, making it happen.
For over 3 years, Crumble Cookies has served the Knoxville area. From Clinton Highway to Parkside Drive, even our friends out in Maryville have reached you, our fans, with the best cookies in the game. This fall, Crumble is gearing up for yet another fantastic season. Whether you're tailgating or looking for a pick-me-up after getting the kids from school, Crumble has you covered. Download the Crumble app to check out this week's rewards and features. And stop on by. Tell them Fanrun sent you, but don't miss the cookies.
Citizens National Bank.
We believe a good game plan is essential for success. With a CNB Plus Perks checking account, you'll save money with cell phone protection, roadside assistance, identity theft protection, and more. Banking at CNB has its perks. Find out more at cnbtn.com.
Citizens National Bank. Banking never felt so good.
Member FDIC.
You're listening to FM 105.7 and AM 1340, WKGN Knoxville, and W289CU Knoxville. Fanrun Radio.
Rickard Ridge Barbecue. It's more than just dinner, it's a destination. Hey, this is Russell Smith, and whenever somebody asks me for a barbecue recommendation, I always tell them to take the quick drive up I-75 and visit Rickard Ridge Barbecue. Rickard Ridge is about a 20-minute drive up I-75 from downtown Knoxville. Just take exit 134 in Caryville, hang a right, and Rickard Ridge is tucked just inside Cove Lake State Park on your left. You can't miss it. Fall off the bone Memphis-style baby back ribs, slow-smoked chicken thighs, fresh, juicy, hand-cut steaks. Rickard Ridge has it all. And this ain't no Yankee chain store fly-by-night operation either. Owner Mark Rickard has spent years honing his smoking skills in Memphis, and his secret recipe and techniques have been driving East Tennessee wild for years. So make time to check him out. Rickard Ridge Barbecue inside Cove Lake State Park and online at rickardridgebbq.com.
It's time for The Drive's Top 5 at 5.
Quitting time on your Monday, 5 o'clock here on Fanrun Radio, and time for the Top 5 at 5. It's brought to you by Matlock Tire and Auto Service. And at number 1, we start with Tennessee football. Volunteers announcing their kickoff time tonight against Arkansas will be at 4:15 p.m. in 2 weeks. Neyland Stadium, the Hogs coming to town. SEC Network kickoff.
You think it would have benefited us to play that game at night?
Oh, yeah. I mean, Neyland at night is just a different environment, right? It's more hostile. Right. You get the old opposing team has to wait around the hotel all day to get their energy spent thing. And I think our fans were waiting for that. We haven't had a night game yet, and they want it.
We do have a couple that we know of, right?
Night games? No, there are no night games scheduled. I mean, they don't announce these things, but until 2 weeks out.
They're in a window to potentially be a night game. But
against Oklahoma could be a night game, but it's afternoon or night. Individual honors: Arian Carter, SEC Defensive Player of the Week; Tyree West, co-SEC Defensive Lineman of the Week. Carter and West helping lead the way to a not always stellar defensive performance, but a performance that was good enough. And they get the key stop down there on the goal line to seal it for the Big Orange.
God, here's something that we haven't talked about. You bring up Boo Carter. Why was Staley returning punts instead of the guy that can take it coast to coast?
I don't know, but I hope that's done with now.
You think they've learned? You hope they've learned their lesson. They put Staley back. He damn near did it again the second time.
Yeah.
I mean, get if you're not going to try and field it, you definitely don't need to be near it inside the 5-yard line.
My thing with Boo is that I would hope that Heupel just turns him loose at this point as the punt returner and don't look back. We got to play him on defense. I don't 77 snaps of defensive football. He played like 30. If you go look at the PFF thing.
He was a dog on some plays, too, when he was in there.
I thought he was going to kill that one.
I know.
I mean, he might be our – and you're getting set to get McCoy back. So, I mean, like, what do you do? There's a lot of people unsatisfied with our safety play. I don't know. I'm not a coach. All I know is that dude's one of your best defensive players. Play him.
That's right.
I mean, he's up there with Tyree West and Josh Josephs as being the three guys that can make an explosive, huge play on defense.
You know, there's some chatter that he fumbled a punt against UAB, right? And there was some chatter that it was kind of a message. And it's like, can we stop this, man? Just again, he's a ball player, and you decided to keep him on the roster, so play him.
We know he's a knucklehead. There's a certain amount of that's going to be baked in the cake. He's going to do some crazy stuff, but
he is one of the probably five most gifted players on the team. I mean, name me 4 or 5 guys more talented athletically than.
I know you, and I know you guys felt I was maybe glazing him early in the season. I still think, I'm not saying this coming draft. I think he's first round talent. Now, can the stuff between the ears be a thing that costs him down the line? Could be, but man, who's that talent?
Boo?
I just don't want to hear any more about how I'm being creepy when you're over here glazing guys.
Glazing Boo Carter. Yeah, I mean, I will agree with it. That play he made where he blew that guy. That's an NFL play.
Yeah.
Number 2, Bobby Petrino, overhauling his coaching staff. Yes, his coaching staff now at Arkansas, firing his defensive coordinator and 2 other defensive assistants just one day after being named the Razorbacks interim coach. Travis Williams is out, Chris Wilson in as defensive coordinator for the Hogs. D-line coach Deke Adams and secondary coach Marcus Woodson also gone in Fayetteville. So we'll see Bobby P's new look coaching staff here in Knox Vegas.
Whatever happened to the young fella whose fiance or wife he was riding around on the motorcycle? Is that guy still in Fayetteville?
I don't know. I was having this mental image of Bobby riding into Neyland on a motorcycle.
That would be awesome.
Oh, somebody tweeted. I think Cody tweeted that.
Yeah, that'd be great.
Leading the troops out on his hog.
The head hog back for Arkansas. Number 3, a double dose of Monday Night Football tonight. Dolphins Jets in Miami. Somebody's going to win.
Yeah.
A couple of 0-3 teams going at it.
Yeah, 2 games, but not like, because the Bengals and Broncos, the second one, right?
Yes.
And so, I mean, without Burrow there, I don't know. I'll watch because it's NFL football, but it's not enticing matchups by any stretch.
Now, the Dolphins-Jets kick off at 7:15, Bengals-Broncos at 8:15. So it's not necessarily a doubleheader. You're going to have 2 games going on simultaneously.
Yeah. Never gotten that. They've done that before.
It's the old, remember the old New Year's Day deal where you'd have like the Orange Bowl would start at like 8, and then it seemed like the Sugar Bowl would always start at like 8 Central or something. There's always that gap.
Do we have a Manning cast tonight?
God, you would think so.
I need Garrett Wilson and Bo Nix to have big nights tonight. Win me a fantasy game, which I know is top of mind for our listening audience. Number 4. Sorry, go ahead.
No, I'm just going to say my games are decided. That's what happens when you win, Russ.
Oh, listen, I'm in 3 leagues. I've won 2. I'm sweating one out. It's going to be a 3-0 weekend if Garrett Wilson and Nix come through for me. So just watch your steady. We're going to deal with you. The Keg of Glory is going to deal with you eventually, Bob.
Week 10.
Can't run.
Probably looked ahead. It's week 10, Russ.
Bob's got it circled on his calendar.
And Kirby's smart. There is no Manning cast tonight. Next week, Chiefs and Jaguars. And then you got
the Manning cast.
I do too.
It's not until start with week 8. They go 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. That's a pretty good stretch, but they're taking some weeks off here and there.
Number 4, it is Black Monday in Major League Baseball. The Twins firing their manager, Rocco Baldelli, today,
Great
ending
baseball
a
name.
7-year tenure that included 3 American League Central titles, but a second straight disappointing season. Rocco out in the Twin Cities. And then Drew Gilbert will have a new manager next year at the Giants. Bob Melvin is out in San Fran.
That was kind of quick. I don't think he's been there that long.
I think this is his second year. They were a streaky 81-81 this season.
There's a lot of teams like that, man. It's tough.
Just hit me why Walker's not here today. I was
Why?
drunk off the Keg of Glories, hungover after his Reds made the playoffs.
Man,
What about the Mutts?
That is an old school first round matchup, man. The Dodgers and the Reds, but back to the old NL West
take it
days.
back to the 70s.
Yep.
Big Red Machine versus who were some of the great Dodgers? It was that Steve Garvey and
Steve Yeager, Reggie Smith, Bill Russell.
who was the third baseman?
Ron Say, the Penguin.
Ron Say.
I hadn't heard that name in a long time.
And finally, number 5, a Vietnamese man who hasn't cut his fingernails in 3 decades earned a Guinness World Record when they were measured at a total of 19 feet and 6 inches long. Lu Kong Wen earned the record for longest fingernails on a pair of hands when his nails were measured at longer than the height of an average adult giraffe.
That's absolutely and utterly disgusting. I mean, how do you? I mean, there's a lady at the convenience store I go to most mornings, and she's got some super long ones that are really gross. Now, I could not imagine.
Those are
19 feet.
Fingernails or toenails?
These are fingernails.
Not toenails. You wouldn't even
Why
be able to walk.
would how could you possibly have
There
long
has
toenails?
been. I'm telling you. Used to be
Telling
an
us
avid, I'm telling you, they used to have people have like the Guinness World Record for longest
Abnormally
toenails
long toenails.
as well. It was a record.
That's an easy dress-up play for
Some Indian guy.
for our Halloween gathering at Calhoun's. That guy could be like the Predator from the movies.
Guy says, quote, "These fingernails originally started because my father was a shaman. I wanted to become a teacher, so I grew them to look more majestic." I mean, 30 years, like imagine growing your fingernails having fingernails that you haven't cut through the Butch Jones, era, the Dooley era, Kiffin, Pruitt, and like they're still going.
There's this guy I knew, and he's no longer with us, so rest in peace. But he was really bad about not trimming his nails. He also never brushed his teeth, and he talked about it. I mean, like never.
Proudly?
Yeah, like never.
Did you work with him?
Yeah, kind of did. He
I
wasn't
feel like that would be a hindrance to your employment opportunities.
He wasn't a high-ranking fella there. He was an editor, so that's a creative thing. You can kind of go off by yourself sometimes and do your thing. So, good dude, really good dude. But
how do you do anything with 19-foot long fingernails?
No, that's what I'm saying.
How do you feed yourself? How do you brush your teeth?
How do you
go
to the bathroom? How do you clean up after you go to the bathroom?
Maybe he has a nice bidet.
How do you pull your pants up afterwards?
How do you have a normal relationship with?
I was
going to
say, how do you handle your woman when you want to be intimate?
Listen, something tells me there ain't another person.
How bad do you think those things smell?
There's not a significant other in that game for sure.
They've got to have an aroma to them.
All right. That is the Top 5 at 5. It's brought to you by Matlock Tire and Auto Service, where we'll be this Friday, a Friday afternoon edition of The Drive, live at Matlock Tire in Hardin Valley. Come on out and join us. I'm getting my car worked on during the show. I'm going to get oil change. I'm going to get tires rotated. I might be getting new tires.
You're really going to do
that? My wife was all on that program, and then I had to remind her, it's like, we're not even in town that day, because she was like, we should just do that, because she loves Matlock.
Yeah.
She was like, you got a show over there. It's like,
tell you what, Bob.
We'll be back.
I'll come pick up. I'll trade out with you. I'll pick up the Defender while you're out of town.
Not my car. It's her car.
How do you feel about letting the bear drive your vehicle?
It's not my car. It's her car. I'd have to check with her.
How many horsepower has it got?
It's a V6. Got a little more pep than mine, to be perfectly honest.
I let Bear drive my car over the weekend. It came back with an unidentifiable odor and a sign that said, "Sorry about the smell. Dirty Mike and the boys." We'll be at the Matlock Tire in Hardin Valley, 3 to 6 this Friday. Come on out and see us here. We're going to have some fan run shirts and stuff to give away. Hardin Valley, show out, represent. Come by and see us at Matlock Tire, Hardin Valley Road, 3 to 6 this Friday afternoon. Overreaction Monday on The Drive, wall-to-wall y'all, 865-966-3435, your number to get on board. We react to what we saw Saturday in Starkville. Now that you've had 48 hours or so to digest the close win and near loss against Mississippi State, what do you think about it? Are you feeling better? And as we start to look ahead, this matchup with Arkansas, does Bobby Petrino and his new look coaching staff, as he's making big moves down there today in Fayetteville, does that give you any reason for pause after they got absolutely barreled by Notre Dame over the weekend?
I've said it this morning to a buddy of mine. Bob said it on air. He can make all the changes he wants to, unless he's, magically going to make 8 to 10 new players appear. Their defense is just, I don't think it's a schematic thing. I just don't think they're very talented.
Let's get a call from Roberto. Good afternoon, Roberto. You're on The Drive.
Yeah, guys. Bob, I'd really take issue with you, but you saying that a 10-2 Tennessee team doesn't get in is far-fetched for me. I just don't see how that's possible if your losses are Georgia and Alabama. Who are you going to put in over them?
If Ole Miss had gotten 10-2 last year, we probably would not have gotten in.
Yeah, I just think and I get there's going to be some.
I think they're going to overcorrect, by the way. I think they're going to course correct on that bear. I think they're going to realize that everybody else sucks and that they need more SEC teams for more eyeballs. That really choked them out pretty good last year. Having 2 ACC teams hurt them.
But, do you agree with me that 5 is probably the cap for SEC teams in the field of 12?
I think, we had 5 last year, right?
No, we didn't.
Had 5 or was
we
it
had
4?
4.
Was it 4?
Yeah.
Okay.
But maybe it is 5. But I still think Tennessee's one of the 5 best teams at 10-2. I'm a sheep though, so whatever. I mean, I think the only schedule merchant I'm really worried about this season is Missouri.
Yeah, we haven't talked about them. Yeah, that's a fair point.
That's the only one I'm worried about. I think Alabama's better than they showed that first week. That Florida State loss may end up looking pretty bad for them at some point. Glad we pulled off this weekend. Feel really good about it. I know we put guys. If that was the Heupel stinker, as Russ said earlier, it feels pretty good then. I don't think that was par for the course for us in any way. And Jamie was right. Heupel hasn't learned, but also, I mean, he put it on his kicker's leg twice at the end of the Georgia game and at the end of the first half of our game on Saturday, and the kid missed. So the play that stands out to me on that whole drive was the throw over the middle to Staley. It was a good throw. The defender just made an excellent play. He catches that touchdown as ball game. You guys remember that?
Oh, it was a great call.
It was a great play call and a great throw. The defender just made an incredible play.
Was that 2nd and 1?
I don't know if it was 2nd and 1 or 2nd and 2 or like 2nd and 3, but yeah, 2nd and something.
It was the 4th because we picked it up on 4th down. I feel like we had the big scramble
with the best catch in college football this year.
We had the big scramble from Aguilar to set it up, and then we used a timeout, right? And we came out, and that's what Heupel had dialed up. Right. That was a great play.
Yep. I mean, the guy just made an incredible defensive play. So, we're not even sitting here talking about this probably today at that point because, I mean, it was wide open. And I'm doubting the way Staley played in the fourth quarter that he misses that opportunity to win the game for us.
Can I interrupt you for a second while we're talking about great plays?
You can always. It's your show. Well, so, yeah.
Thank you, sir. We're talking about great plays. That play that it was in the second half that Joey made where he was in the grasp and throws to the left hash to Mike Matthews.
Where he was falling down?
Yeah. It was like Ben Roethlisberger-esque. I mean, I just thought it was an amazing play. I just thought it was an amazing play, and it was like that's why we feel fortunate we got that guy.
He has a knack, Aguilar does, for getting rid of the ball at the very last moment.
Yeah. Yeah, it's amazing. It's like his poise in the pocket. We haven't asked that same game. If Nico's at quarterback, there's no way we win that game.
Oh,
no way.
No, we're probably losing by 2 touchdowns.
Yeah.
And by the way, can I ask a question about the Mike Matthews thing on that play? Why did he jump up like he did to catch that ball?
It was a little high.
Time his jump.
It was a little high. I don't think it was as high as he. Yeah, I agree.
He was so wide open.
Yeah.
Yeah. So in that same vein, guys, does Miles Kitselman need a barrel of Stickum on him for the rest of the season?
Man.
3.
Yeah.
He's had 3 go off his shoulder pads this year. They were picked. That cannot happen.
We need him. He's not the only one now. Staley and Matthews need to get on that jugs machine with him all week long.
I'm going to interject here. It's not all on him. A couple of those balls have been
but if you get 2 hands on it, you got to catch
him right in the face mask. It's a really tough catch when it hits you right in the face mask.
Well, I mean, there are other ones, Roberto, and that they were just high. We all see it. It's the one knock on Joey. He has a tendency to kind of sail balls. So
I don't disagree with that. I agree with that. But for some reason, the balls that are sailing aren't being picked. He has 5 interceptions, and 4 of them have hit our wide receivers in the hands. You can't argue that point.
I can argue that they were really reaching for it. I've never been one to prescribe a whole lot to just
go back and watch them.
Okay, we'll do.
I really they weren't like over their heads reaching for him, as you said. They just weren't. Okay. Now, does he sail balls? Absolutely. We'll agree on that. Guys, special teams, I don't know what's happened. I said it on Saturday and I'll say it again. Was Eckler that important? Because our special teams are abysmal. And that will lose us a game.
Yeah, I said on voluntary reaction, I don't feel like it's schematically we're doing anything wrong. It's just we've missed 2 kicks in critical situations, and we're muffing punts. I'm guessing that we're practicing catching punts in practice.
I mean, yeah, they always do.
I would assume so. I don't know. By the way, Boo Carter, you said it, I think right as you're coming out of the break. Boo Carter he has to play more on defense, guys. Was he not the highest ranked PFF player in the secondary in America this week? Did I read that?
Was he?
No, I think he was the highest ranked defensive player was I believe Tyree West. He was second though. I don't know about the rest of America, Roberto. So
secondary, like player in the secondary, like defending passes. I think he was the highest, not just in our game, like in the country. It was like a 90.7 something. That's
maybe we ought to use him a little more. I don't know. Yeah, I'm not a coach, but maybe we ought to put him out there a little bit more. See if that helps.
Yeah, I'm just looking at the defensive grades. It was, Tyree with 90.3, Boo 81.5. Still a hell of a PFF grade. It'd have been at 81.
Yeah, he's good.
Roberto, thanks for the phone call. We got to run. Stay with us. When we continue, more of your phone calls. Plus, we select our North Knox Siding and Windows High School Football Player of the Week. It's The Drive on Fanrun Radio, and we're back with more right after this.
The Drive. You're locked onto Fanrun Radio, 105.7 FM, 1340 AM, and online at fanrunradio.com.
It's football time at Tennessee, so crack open a cold beer that doesn't fumble the flavor. Garage Beer is 100% beer-flavored beer. No gimmicks, just cold beer. Built for bonfires, backyards, and beating Bama. Garage Beer is proud to be brewed right here in the Volunteer State. So pick up a 12-pack today and look for The Drive celebrating Football Fridays at select Garage Beer headquarters around town this fall. American-owned, Tennessee-brewed Garage Beer. 100% beer-flavored beer.
The number one problem we see at our clinic is delaying treatment. ED can get worse.
Book your appointment right now. Call 865-544-8220. Prefer privacy? Book online in under 30 seconds at men'sproKnoxville.com.
At our clinics, men's sexual health is the whole job. Look, I'm a normal guy too. I hate going to the doctor. But we've helped so many guys in here just like you. Even if pills have failed, our medical team is going to take the time to talk you through it. Same day in-house lab, and the treatments, well, they could change your life.
Your local medical team has your back. ED, performance, Peyronie's, size and shape modeling. We tailor what works for you.
I'll get to the point. Can you imagine epic performance and epic sex? Yeah, I said it.
A stronger you is closer than you think. We're available right now. Call 865-544-8220. Or book in 30 seconds or less at men'sproKnoxville.com. Men's Pro Knoxville, making it happen.
Vol fans, reimagine your home at Broadway Carpets and Flooring for any remodeling or building needs. With a variety of carpets, rugs, hardwood, vinyl, and stone, Broadway has all the flooring and installation options you're looking for, including pet-resistant products like Pet Perfect Carpet from Shaw Floors. Visit their showroom in downtown Knoxville or the location in West Knoxville located on Kingston Pike near Pellissippi Parkway today.
Ready to launch your career? Axle Logistics is a leading third-party logistics company where excellence is an energy. With an award-winning culture, Axle proves that positive outcomes come from a positive environment and a work hard, play hard mentality. At Axle, the drive for success is infectious. And with an uncapped commission structure, hard work isn't just noticed, it's rewarded. For those with big goals and even bigger dreams, Axle Logistics is the place to start your career.
Hi, I'm Bo Cregner with the Cregner Group at Realty Executives. You know, the real estate market, like all other markets impacted by the economy, is changing all the time. And it's never been more important to be personally represented by a trusted real estate specialist. I can't emphasize enough how important it is when selling or buying to be individually represented. Call me today for a free consultation. My number is 865-742-1035, and my website is BoKnowsHouses.com.
Hey, Knoxville.
Surfside iced tea and vodka, made with real brewed tea, is only 100 calories, 2 grams of sugar, with no bubbles and no troubles. That's right, zero carbonation, so it's easy to sip and enjoy. Headed to a game day or party at a friend's house? Bring an iced tea or lemonade variety pack from Surfside, or try their green tea and new raspberry tea vodka. Find the can with the sunset stripes this season. Surfside iced tea and vodka, sold at bars, restaurants, and stores near you. Surfside iced tea and vodka, sunshine in a can. Must be 21 or older. Enjoy responsibly.
I'm struggling to get this next segment started. I've received some troubling information that's sent me reeling.
How so?
Well, we had that note about the Twins and the Giants firing their managers in the top 5 at 5. Andrew Baggerly of The Athletic, who's, according to Joe Healy over at D1 Baseball, quote, as plugged in with the Giants as anyone, has already started putting out the short list of possible replacements.
Oh, no.
Yeah.
No.
Here's one out-of-the-box name who fits the high motor description. Tony Vitello, who transformed the University of Tennessee from a bottom feeder in the Southeastern Conference into perhaps the brashest and most talented program in the country. It's possible that Vitello and Posey have already spoken. Both were at Coors Field when the Giants played a 3-game series against the Rockies earlier this month. Would Tony leave us to go to the bohemian mecca of San Francisco and reunite with his favorite player of all time, Drew Gilbert?
It's an insane.
That's a pretty, I'd say they're semi-iconic as far as a major league franchise.
I mean, I don't know. Russell, if ESPN called you up and wanted to move you, up to Bristol, Connecticut.
Yeah, that's the same thing. I know that. I mean, I just think that Tony has so much going for him here. I think he's built his roster. He's recruiting like a madman. I think he loves the college game. I think he loves Knoxville. He just bought a really nice property in West Knoxville, a home, and he's finally got his stadium. I would be surprised, not to mention devastated, if he were to make that kind of move.
I think he's kind of got it, man. He's the highest paid. Is he the highest paid in college baseball?
Yes.
He's the highest paid coach in college baseball. That's a significant increase on your workload managing at that level.
Well, and I also think there's a part of Tony's personality that likes being the rock star, likes being the guy in the limelight, the guy that I think he's built for the college game. If he goes to the pro game, then he would probably be successful, but he's just another guy. No, he wouldn't be just another guy. He would make his mark on Major League Baseball, but it would be, it's just harder. You can't dominate that sport. He's able to dominate the college game because of he's willing to outwork everybody and recruit like a madman. And he could be outworking everybody in Major League Baseball, and the Giants are still going to have a middle of the road payroll.
Right.
And not be able, to compete for free agents the way the Dodgers, the Mets, and the Yankees do.
Let's do this real quick. This is an interesting exercise because I think it reinforces your point, Russ. We'll talk about the teams that are in the Major League Baseball playoffs now. And Bear, I know this almost excludes you from the get, but Can you name the manager of the Detroit Tigers?
No.
AJ Hinch.
Okay. Who's the manager of the Cleveland Guardians?
No clue.
It's Francona.
It's not.
It's not?
Nope. Stephen Vaught.
Of the Cleveland Guardians?
But Francona hasn't been there for a few years.
Who the hell is Stephen Vaught?
Current manager of the Cleveland Guardians, according to Bob.
Yep. Who's the manager of the Seattle Mariners?
Lou Piniella.
Who's the manager of the Toronto Blue Jays?
Cito Gaston.
No, this is what I'm getting at. Who's the manager? Okay, you want to know who the manager of the Cincinnati Reds is? It's Terry Francona.
Yeah, I was mixed up.
San Diego Padres. Anyone?
It used to be Bob Melvin.
How do you keep all this stuff in your head?
I host a sports radio show. I don't know who it is.
It's some guy named, I think, Schilt is his last name.
Yeah. He's good.
Milwaukee Brewers.
Craig Counsell.
Nope.
He's with the Cubs now.
He's now with the Cubs. So this is my point, and it goes to what you were saying. It's like, and there's so many other teams who aren't in the playoffs. I have no idea. There's no iconic baseball managers at this point. There really aren't.
There's some hated ones.
Yeah.
Aaron Boone.
Yeah, Aaron Boone and, Dave Roberts with the Dodgers. There's a few that you have some name recognition, but most of them you do not know. And so I just don't know if I just don't think that's Tony's game, man. That's all.
All right, we're going to get right back to the phones here. First, though, it is time to select the North Knox Siding and Windows High School Football Player of the Week.
It's time to select the North Knox Siding and Windows High School Football Player of the Week.
Halfway through the high school season. And some stellar performances over the weekend. This name, Cohen Babele, Maryville running back. 2 carries for 43 yards, 4 catches for 75 yards, and 3 receiving touchdowns in the Red Rebels' 46-6 win over Hardin Valley Friday night. Pretty good effort there. We'll stay in Blount County. William Blount, to be specific, where quarterback Jackson Dabrowski went 17 for 22, 330 yards passing, 4 touchdowns, and a 55-30 win over Carnes. Big win for CAK over Webb. Ryan Gibson, 33 carries, 221 yards, and 4 touchdowns. The Al Bundy, 4 TDs in a single game. Warriors took down the Spartans 49-14.
I saw some highlights of that. That kid had some it was kind of Peyton Hillis meets Cam Scatabo, just like he
rugged,
was just a barrel, man, just running through people.
See, on the defensive side of the ball, we had Jackson Harrell over at Clinton, 16 total tackles. The Dragons beat Campbell County 53-15. This week's North Knox Siding and Windows High School Football Player of the Week is going to be Powell's quarterback Deuce Rogers. Deuce leading the Panthers to a 42-35 win over Central. Our man Logan Quinton was sweating this one out, but Deuce Rogers made it happen. He had 348 yards of total offense.
Wow.
6 total touchdowns in their game. Deuce had 212 yards rushing and 4 TDs, and then 235 yards passing and 2 more. Hard to overlook that. Monstrous performance.
Very balanced.
From Deuce Rogers. This week's North Knox Siding and Windows High School Football Player of the Week. Folks, if you've been putting off replacing that old siding or some old windows on your home, now is the perfect time to call our folks over at North Knox Siding and Windows and schedule a free estimate. Save yourself a ton of money with new energy-efficient windows at North Knox Siding and Windows. And shout out to my guy, Devin, who I trained as an intern back in the day, welcoming in a new daughter over the weekend. Devin Smith over at North Knox Siding and Windows. No relation. My guy, proud of you, man. NorthKnoxSidingandWindows.com. Anything on the outside of your home, siding, windows, roof, doors, ramps, decks, handrails, gutters, they do it all. North Knox Siding and Windows. Schedule that free estimate today. Give them a call. Tell them FanRun sent you. 865-689-0505. Online at NorthKnoxSidingandWindows.com. Let's get Brandon in here. Brandon Lay on the drive this afternoon. What's up, BL?
Oh, not too much. How y'all doing?
Doing well. Thank you.
Man, I don't pretend to be the paragon of baseball news, but to me, when y'all said that, by the way, you scared me. I thought we had like a football injury, but Tony V going to the MLB to me just screams like Spurrier, Redskins, Patino, Celtics, kind of Saban, Miami kind of vibe. And I don't know. I think you guys kind of sum that up perfect. But I don't know. I know a lot's been said about Joey A. I don't know. I don't think we could have asked for anything more or better than that dude. I heard other people say it, and I agree. It's total Clausen vibes, man. This team has a quiet confidence that kind of the 22 team had. They just kind of expect to win, and they're competitive, and it's a lot of fun to watch. I don't know. Of course, the way we handled the end of the game and the end of the half. Look, put me on the board, Jamie. If you're listening, dude, every time Jamie speaks, and I know a lot of people might not like this. Every time Jamie speaks, I'm like, amen, and I feel like we're in the minority, but like. We got to be stingier with our plays and our seconds and our timeouts. I feel like we're not going to go down to Alabama and win playing that sloppy, and it just kind of drives me nuts. But I'm glad we were able to pull it out, and I love Roberto's calls, I really do. But our kicker sucks, might as well not try it. Kind of, I don't really agree with that. But I just kind of wonder. The team is aggressive, is what I'm getting at. But the coaching, it doesn't seem like it's to the same level. What do y'all think?
I think you're in kind of a strange place if you find yourself agreeing with Jamie constantly. I've never heard that before on this show, Brandon.
I knew you would. I knew you would say that. And it does have me kind of reevaluate it because y'all. I know Jamie. People love to give him hate, but every time that dude, every time he talks, I'm just like, I completely agree. And I don't know what that means, but I agree with him, and I feel like you might squeak by the mid teams in the SEC, but you go down to Bama, you go to Florida. I mean, those timeouts, they don't roll over like cell phone minutes, and we think they do. And sometimes, like when we're getting gassed on defense, and then we end the half of the game with a couple timeouts in our pocket, I'm just like, man, I don't know. I'm not a coach, I'm not an expert, but I don't know that. I think being a little more stingy and a little more aggressive. At least Max, Charles Manson came out there and at least gave us the old college try. You know what I'm saying?
Bob, what do you think? Brandon says the players are aggressive. Heupel is not. Fair?
Kind of fair. Kind of fair.
I think he's trying to win these games, man.
I agree with that, but I do.
Sometimes winning a game, managing the last minute of a half or a game requires being patient. And
I don't know,
Russell. I mean, okay, you thought it was time to be patient, like when we could have got down there and kicked a field goal and won the thing, or I don't know. Well, I don't know. I'm not an expert, but I just seem like what we did at Alabama in 22, at Kentucky before the half, when you and Tom got into it. Like, I don't know, that stuff. It's what won us those games. You know, I don't know. It just feels like the trust maybe is building. I don't know why we wouldn't trust him as much as we trusted Hooker. What's he shown us that we couldn't? I don't know. It seems like we're moving the ball great, throwing it It just seems like when it comes to the last 4-minute kind of things, I'm not complaining. I'm tickled to death, dude. I guess I meant to call in and just say how much I'm thankful for Aguilar, but I do feel like the team is competing at more of a Alex Golish level, and we're coaching a little mid at the end.
I would agree with that. I think we were all in the mindset these last couple of seasons that Golish was the missing link, and while we miss him, I think I agree with you, Brandon. It feels like we're a lot closer to that vibe of 22 than we have been in the past couple seasons. That's been very, very frustrating. So this has been a breath of fresh air for me.
Okay, on the way out, I know y'all got to let other people think it or talk it. y'all are going to be like, man, Belay is so bipolar. But I will say, when we played Georgia, the Kirby Heupel comparison, Kirby's an expert. He was picking on a freshman that made him an expert. I'm like, give me a break. I remember very vividly of just a few years ago, before he got his ducks in a row and got his bearings greased, I remember like Clay Travis would be like, oh, he Kirby'd it, he Georgia'd it. You know, like there were several things that were a lot of Georgia fans were melting down online that their Lord and Savior Kirby did. So to defend Heupel, I will say, like, hey, nobody's perfect, and maybe he can learn from some of this stuff, like that will put us in a better position at the end of the games. And I'm saying that as somebody that's never coached one down a football, but I'm just saying, not too long ago, Kirby wasn't the best coach in college football. So, all right, go Vols.
Yeah, there was a time when you Dabo'd it, right? Oh, Clemsoning was a thing, and then they won, and now they're kind of back to that. And these things go cyclically. I don't think there's any sort of narrative attached to Josh Heupel in Tennessee. I think we can't beat Georgia right now, but a lot of schools probably have that problem. I don't think when the talking heads in Bristol or LA talk about Tennessee's program, I think they just think it's Josh Heupel. They score a lot of points and they're good. Like they're on the verge of being a championship contender. I don't think they're looking at like, it's Tennessee, can't win the big, can't finish. Josh Heupel can't win the big one. I don't think that's a narrative yet. Am I wrong?
No, I don't think so. I agree with you. I think that
the yet sounds kind of loaded.
Yeah, I mean,
well, we haven't been in position to win a bunch of those games yet.
I think to your point, the big national purview is like that. I think you watch like SEC Network for a little while. I think they dig a little deeper, and I think they're closer to it. I don't know, and I don't want to make it sound like that Josh is just a wimp. I don't believe that at all. It's like you said, Russ. He wants to win the games. But it is different, man. That Georgia game, I can't get that one out of my head. Like what we looked like early and then what we looked like late in that game. Very different.
Well, and I think just in terms of the aggression argument, I would argue that not using your timeout when you pick up that first down with 14 seconds is being way too hyper aggressive. I think the conservative thing to do is call the timeout, set something up. Like I think you could make the argument that in that specific instance, he's going too aggressive, but
yeah,
we escaped.
We did.
One more segment. Speak now, forever hold your peace. We'll go to the text box, which I understand is full, and the freaks are yapping.
We got a few.
Well. All right,
yeah, we got some.
We'll finish up strong here. See if we can nail the dismount when we continue next right here on Fanrun Radio.
Can't get enough Fanrun Radio? Download the free Fanrun app and take the best Tennessee sports conversations with you wherever you go.
Got a flat tire? Strange noise under the hood? Don't stress. Roll into Matlock Tire and Auto Service. From oil changes and brake repairs to brand new tires, Matlock's certified techs do it all. Fast, friendly, and fair priced, Matlock is the home of the price match guarantee. Bring in any competitor's ad, and Matlock will match the exact same tire for the exact same price. Matlock Tire and Auto Service. 5 locations in East Tennessee. Visit MatlockTireService.com to find the location nearest you and schedule your appointment.
Yee-haw! I've been hooting and hollering ever since I started betting with the VIP Play app. VIP Play has more than 200 leagues, every bet type you can imagine, live betting and live hosts, all with 24/7 support from real live people when you need them. Start betting better with the VIP Play app today.
Don't be a better, be a better with VIP Play today.
Download VIP Play today or head to VIPPlayApp.com. Make sure you use the promo code FANRUN to take advantage of their welcome bonus and so they know that we sent you. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-88-99789. Must be 21 or older and located in Tennessee to bet.
Have you ever found yourself wishing your clothes looked brand new again? Whether it's your favorite suit, that little black dress, or your comfy winter coat, Crown Cleaners can make it happen. From stubborn stains to delicate fabrics, the expert team at Crown Cleaners uses the latest cleaning technology to ensure your clothes come back looking and feeling fresh. Visit one of their 2 area locations, Kingston Pike on Bearden Hill or South North Shore Drive near Dunkin' Donuts. Online at crowncleaners.com. Crown Cleaners, a tradition of excellence.
Are you tired of waiting on interest rates to drop before you start saving money? I'm Chris Burleson with University Lending Group, and I've got a better way. With a traditional closed-end mortgage, most of your payment goes straight to interest, not your balance. But with my Smart Loan, every deposit you make cuts your principal immediately and reduces interest in real time. On average, my clients pay off their mortgage in just 7 years. Call me today at 865-388-7634 or visit smartloantn.com and let's turn your income into financial freedom. NMLS number 332941.
Located in Knoxville's historic Old City, Barley's offers great food, live music, the best draft beer selection in town, and now your new favorite place to watch sports. Their indoor projector is perfect for any weather, and they've revamped their upstairs area with more TVs to take in all of the action. Their menu features hand-battered chicken tenders, juicy burgers, fresh salads, and the tastiest pizza in Knoxville. You can enjoy their happy hour drink specials daily from open until 6 p.m. Barley's Tap Room and Pizzeria.
Bankruptcy, divorce, personal injury. These are just some of the curveballs life can throw at you. Fortunately, East Tennessee has someone to help you work through these problems and recover. The law offices of Jerry R. Givens. If you're in need of legal advice, call today to set up a free, no-obligation consultation. 865-801-9250. As always, the phone call is free, the advice is free, so what do you have to lose? Call 865-801-9250 or go online to jrglawtn.com. That's jrglawtn.com. The law offices of Jerry R. Givens. Legal expertise you can rely on.
Your smile says it all, so make sure it's saying the right thing. At Knoxville Smiles, we believe healthy teeth mean happy lives. Whether it's a routine cleaning, whitening for that big event, or fixing a nagging toothache, our gentle team is here for you. With flexible hours, family-friendly care, and the latest technology, Knoxville Smiles makes every visit stress-free. Don't wait another day to love your smile. Call Knoxville Smiles today at 865-539-1776 or book online at knoxvillesmiles.com. Smile brighter with Knoxville Smiles.
Good afternoon.
He's wrapping up on a Monday, Overreaction Monday edition of the show. If you missed any of it, be sure to go back and check out the podcast. It's on Spotify, it's Apple Podcasts, wherever you listen to podcasts. It's brought to you by our friends over at Broadway Carpets. If you're looking to remodel your home or you're moving somewhere new, check out Broadway's wide selection of carpets, flooring, and tile. Head to either of their 2 locations, downtown on Broadway or in West Knoxville on Kingston Pike near Pellissippi. Check them out at BroadwayCarpets.com as well. Bob, the people are chatty today on the text box.
Yes, they are.
Freaks.
Got one from the 901 area code that said, this was a little earlier, said, so we're excited about what was to come after playing well but losing to Georgia. Now we're concerned about what's to come because we played poorly and won. It's never as good as it seems, and it's never as bad as it seems, and that's good advice. It is true. I get that. Somebody says peanut butter fudge shake is my go-to. Try it with Reese's cups.
Oh, with Reese's at
Cookout?
The
text box?
Yeah, somebody in the text box said it.
The peanut butter fudge milkshake, and it's basically just a cup of ice cream. I eat it with a spoon.
Yeah.
Great.
This is a good one. Let's quiz Bear on this one. Through the first 5 games, there's a player A and a player B. Player A had 45 receptions, 556 yards, 4 TDs, 12.3 yards per catch. Player B, 31 receptions, 531 yards, 7 TDs, 17.1 yards per catch.
What are you asking me, Bob?
Who's player A and who's player B?
Player B is Brazel.
Player B is Brazel. Player A is Jeremiah Smith, I would guess.
Devontae Smith in his Heisman season.
Huh.
I was going to say Hyatt.
Yeah.
I mean, Brazel has been fantastic. You know, I mean, I find myself watching the games and saying, like, he needs more targets.
Yeah.
Like, how many times should we be throwing the ball to Chris Brazel?
He looks almost, I mean, it's a little hyperbolic. He looks almost unguardable, honestly.
He's got that factor that the only person I'm not directly comparing him to him.
Here it comes.
There's only been one other person he reminds me of.
Craig Faulkner?
No. Number 84.
Steve Tasker? No.
Goat.
He's been really good, man. He has mossed a couple of people this year for certain. And, you know, I wonder how much he's not getting a ton of double. Every time he's in single coverage, we should throw it up to him.
I feel like we do.
But he's going to be seeing a lot more doubles and stuff. And that's what one of my points on voluntary reaction was. That Saturday was Mike Matthews and Braylon Staley's first road game where they played, right? They were at Georgia last year, but they're standing on the sideline. This is the first time they've gone on the road in this league, and you're an integral part of our game plan. And those guys are good players, man, and we're going to ride with them, and I hope they improve. And when we go to Tuscaloosa here in 2 weeks, 3 weeks, it won't be the moment was a little big for them.
Yeah.
At times Saturday. I don't think they maybe in their minds they're thinking, it's Mississippi State. It's not like playing at Bama or at Georgia.
Yeah.
But it's a
road game.
It was a tough one, man. Hopefully they'll be better prepared next time.
Yeah. Got one from the 423. I got to say this one. Jamie would be terrible at clock management because he'd be too busy telling Heupel how much he sucks and that the program ain't what it used to be.
It's a good point. That's a really good point. I'm shook with our boy Brandon being so pro Jamie.
I've got a text here from somebody in the 615 that says, which is more likely?
Yeah.
The Titans win 2 games or UCLA wins 1?
Titans win 2.
Yes.
Because they're professionals. Although I don't know, man. I'm starting to worry about whether or not, if we should just start calling Cam Ward Cam Carr, because he's getting absolutely slaughtered. And that was that was a damn joke that they didn't call that on that one hit on him. That was ridiculous.
Oh yeah, was that the first possession of the game?
I think so. He could have gotten
Al-Shire gave him the forearm shiver.
I did send a note to, because you probably saw the stuff on social media with Cam talking after the game, saying we ass. I sent it to Sam saying that's what you want though. You want that guy.
I love everything about Cam Ward, the way everything he's doing, man. We got to get him some help. I bailed on that game pretty early and started watching Ryder Cup just because it was boring.
Yeah.
Boring. Titans football has just become boring, and it wasn't always like that. I know people want to hate on the Titans, but
you guys need a new coach, man.
They'll get one. They'll get one. Historically, Amy has fired people on Tuesdays, so I don't know that it won't not happen tomorrow. But she doesn't like losing in Houston.
No,
in front of her old friends.
So we'll see what happens, but it's going to happen, whether it happens tomorrow or a month or 2 from now. It'll happen. Wow. Time flies when you're talking sports on Overreaction Monday.
Mm-hmm.
Time to get up on out of here. For Bear and Bob, I'm Russell. Have a great Monday evening. We'll do it again tomorrow right here on Fanrun Radio.
The Drive.